Hey, what's good, people? Whether it's everybody at work, in between class, while you're working out, or sitting on your ass, I want to welcome you to the CharlieGtv Podcast. And we have a great show lineup here for you today, man. It's August 5th, and the weather's been hot as fuck. It's been hot as balls. You know what I mean? And I've been still trying to work with it. You know what I mean? Last episode I had, the sound wasn't going off right. One of the last episodes, the intro music was fucked up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just shut it off here just in case it's still fucked up. You know what I mean? Because I didn't exactly fully troubleshoot
Yeah,
that
dude, kind
problem
of sound a little
because
fucked up. I ain't gonna
I,
lie.
I didn't I didn't have the time to do that last time to troubleshoot it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll talk about what I did to solve that to a degree in the brand building segment. I got a new piece of equipment, but yeah, we got a lot to talk about. A Kai that thing, the Island Boys, Blueface, a little bit of this interview thing here. It's a whole lot in this document. It's a decent one. It's a decent one. And of course, you got the British news headlines. But without further ado, also wait. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube and shit. You know what I mean? Remember to like and subscribe. The homie pushing shit out every week. And soon to be a Clips and Shorts channel coming in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Just give me a second to put it all together, all right? I'm making it happen, all right? But without further ado, let me introduce the cool guy that we have gathered here with me today, this week. All right, you guys know him. You guys love him. Some of you hate him. It's the one and only Mr. Rainy Days. Say what's up to the people.
Hello, hello, people. Back again from another state. I'm in Minnesota. I don't
Minnesota,
know
not
what's out
not
here,
not, not
but
Montana. You in Minnesota?
yeah, I'm in Minnesota right now. I
Oh, that's
drove
crazy.
shit about 16 hours to get here.
Wow, wow.
Yep.
Shout out to that. So shout out my man is making it all the way across and making it back. You trying to make his way back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Well,
crazy.
I'll tell you one thing. Anybody out there that think they got the balls, go try and take a road trip across the country for 3 months, 10,000 miles, and build that car yourself while you're at it. Go summit a few mountains and some Air Force Ones. Let me know how you do.
Man, man, I'm telling you, bro. Shit crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, you did your thing, man. You made it back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know how we start off every podcast. We start off with the watch this week, which I almost forgot about. Wait, do I have anything for watch this week? I don't think so. Huh. I'd have to see about that. We'll see. We'll see what I come up with. But we always start with the guest. What have you start with what watch this week, man? What you got for watch this week? Or story time,
Man,
I should say story time.
it's gonna be story time, but
Yeah.
I'm sure the people hate my watch this week all the time because I'm always mentioning like super old movies and stuff like that. Um, but a movie that I watched last night that I'm going to actually thoroughly watch tonight because I fell asleep. It's called Escape from Alcatraz. It's
Yeah.
about three men that escaped from the Alcatraz prison, which was the most secured prison for the most dangerous criminals in America for a very, very long time. Famously, nobody has ever escaped. These three men, they're still unsure whether or not they died in their escape attempt, but because they got away, but they could have just drowned or whatever. But anyway, long story
Yeah.
short, it's a good movie. It's a 1979 film. It's got Clint Eastwood in it. If you don't think Clint Eastwood is a good actor or you don't know
Name of
his
it again?
name, then Escape from Alcatraz.
Okay.
You might have to put 1979 at the end, but Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 96%. So it's a good movie, you know.
Nice.
Um, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
go
banger.
check it out, bro.
It's definitely worth giving a look.
Oh, this
Those
guy's a good
that those
actor.
three guys right
This
there are
guy's
the
a good
original.
actor. If he was
Oh,
in it,
that's Clint Eastwood.
if he was
That's
in it,
Clint Eastwood.
all right, all right. Well, then I'll
You
give it a
better
shot.
know Clint Eastwood.
All right,
But
yeah, yeah,
anyway, yeah, that was my watch this week. But my story time this week is a lot better.
all right,
So, um, I went from California to Oregon, visited some family, went to Washington, had an absolutely awful experience visiting somebody who I thought was my friend. Um, and another friend of mine, Jordan, who's been on this podcast at Frustration on Instagram,
yeah,
drove up from Texas to come to Washington to make my experience a little bit better. And it did. So thank you, Jordan. Shout out to him.
yeah,
And then from Washington, which I was so happy to get the fuck out of that state, to Montana. By the way, I gotta just say this real quick. Washington, for sure, is the worst state in America, hands down. I don't know how else to explain it, but It's the gas prices, it's the people, it's the homeless people, it's the drug addiction. It's rampant out there. I mean, you can't go to a gas station without seeing some crackhead dancing around. And I'm not talking
Hmm.
about one. I'm talking about a handful of them. At every gas station, every every shopping mall center, every parking lot, even just walking the road, highways, it's terrible. Washington, out of the 39 states that I've been to, has been the worst one so far. And I've been through some empty states with nothing in it. But
But
I'd take
nothing's better than
nothing.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take nothing over Washington any day. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, anyway, let me get quick into the story time. I went into Montana. Um, I wanted to find some camping or whatever, so I found this campsite along a place called Ashley Lake. It was absolutely beautiful. You can type in Ashley Lake real quick, Ashley Lake, Montana, and I mean crystal clear water. It was insanely awesome. And camped there. I met a guy named Bill Robertson, and he has a podcast. Wound up doing a podcast with Bill. He's also an avid hiker, way more in shape and with the hiking shits than me.
Huh.
So he took me on a hike in Glacier National Park. It was a 15-mile hike. It took me 12 hours. I almost died. I
Huh.
got cooked, sunburned through and through.
Damn.
I ran out of water. He was ahead of me, so I had nobody with me to help me. I
Damn.
ran out of food. I was literally using a water filter to filter water that was dripping off of rocks and skipping from shade spot to shade spot to hopefully make it back in time before it got dark. Thankfully, I had my 45 with me. Otherwise, I would have felt
Yeah.
a lot more in fear. One thing I don't like about like nature people, they get so like defensive over people carrying firearms in the wilderness. Like, I'm sorry, but like I don't trust a little can of aerosol to get a
Why do they
fucking
get defensive
couple,
over people carrying firearms in the wilderness? People
because
been
everybody thinks that bear spray is better than guns. They all think bear spray is better than guns. I don't know about you, bro, but I trust a firearm more than a can of aerosol any day, especially with a couple thousand-pound monster charging towards me. And they try to be like, oh, it disturbs them and they want to run away. And it's like, no. How about boom, 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 and there's no more? All right. And I love nature. I would never in a million years kill something that I didn't have to.
my question to them would be, why does it have to be either or?
Right. I mean, it's just
Why
the.
why couldn't I have the bear spray here and the gun here
I
and
think
spray the
that's the pinnacle. If you can have both, that's what you should be doing.
why not? Why
Because people get so defensive. My whole point where I was leading to with it is that they get so defensive they become delusional, and they
yeah,
start to say things like, "Oh, the bullets will bounce off the bear. The bullets won't even hurt the bear.
that's
The bear won't
retarded.
even be phased." And then they're like, "Oh, but the bear spray will." So anyway, people are crazy. I was very happy to carry my 45 the whole way through Montana and any
Yeah.
state that allows me to carry it anywhere. Um, you just feel a lot more comfortable having that situation
Yeah.
solver on you. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, it's not
So
just
anyway,
for bears, motherfucker. Humans suck
that's
too
what I'm saying.
sometimes. Like,
That's
what's
what
wrong
I'm
with these
saying.
people that are just dumbasses? How could you
Right.
not be? How could you be someone that's in the wilderness? So, to some degree, you understand you have to take responsibility for your own safety and well-being, but think a bear is the only thing you got to worry about.
I
Like, what
mean,
if?
I'm just saying, I know a guy that moved to Montana. He's been there for over 10 years and he's never owned a gun. And he got mad at me. Well, not mad at me. He was obviously like, you shouldn't have that. You don't need that. There's no need for that. And I'm like, what? Like, in my opinion, there's every need for this. Is like the most need this gun has ever had in its
To
fucking
me,
life is
that's a
being in this
mindset.
state.
To me, you're like, my buddy Brandon says this all the time. If you don't have the ability to be dangerous, if you don't have the ability to invoke harm, then you're not harmless. You're not a nice person. You're just harmless. You're just not a, you're not, it's not like you're executing restraint or something like that. Like you don't like why, what is this? Why are you so willing to disarm yourself? Why
Well, I
Why
tell you what,
this?
I'm a very responsible human being, and I have a lot of confidence in myself. Okay, and I, as an American, have the right to bear arms. Okay, and I would like to protect my life.
That's like
Okay,
him saying, "I have more
I
muscle
only
than I
have one
need."
life.
I don't need all that extra muscle. You know, all that extra strength for. You need all that extra strength. Like, what are you gonna use that for? Like, hey, I don't know. I probably won't ever really need all this physical strength I have. But if I should ever need it, it's nice to have. The why should
Right,
I not be as strong as I can be? What type of
right.
argument are you making, buddy? You know what I mean?
And
Like,
then I even
I
had a
should be less
guy like
capable.
tell
Like, what the
me,
fuck is wrong
I
with
even had
you?
a guy tell me today, that it's not worth carrying the weight while you're hiking. That the bear spray is only like less than a pound, and a gun is like 4 to 5 pounds. Like fuck it, I don't care. 4 to 5 pounds. 4 to 5 pounds to save my life. I'll eat 4 to 5 pounds worth of food. Keep 4 to 5 pounds on me. I don't care. But
What are you
anyway, I'm gonna
talking about?
I'm
People
gonna
are
skip forward
crazy.
here. I'm gonna skip forward here.
People
So
are
I did the
finding
hike.
all ways to rationalize not being a man and having a gun. Like
I know.
anything but just be a man with a gun. Anything but just like as if that's so like as if
I
that's
feel
something
like
that
the
like people
problem
are
I feel like the problem is like the same way people look at guys with pickup trucks, you know?
people are
They're like, "Oh, he's got a
crazy.
small dick cuz he's got a pickup truck." Like, well, maybe that guy likes to use his truck to go haul shit and buy things from Home Depot, and maybe
A
he's got a
pickup
fucking
truck is
business, you know?
literally the most useful vehicle you can buy on a car lot.
Okay, but
You understand that?
in the same way, you know how many people talk shit about people that own pickup trucks? I don't know if you see it, but I see it all the fucking time.
Because
So
I want to
anyway,
own a pickup. That's my
I
like
know that. That's why I brought it up, was to compare. But all right, so we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. I
yeah,
want to continue my story time,
yeah,
so you
yeah.
you got to go to work and stuff.
People are
We're making
silly.
this happen for you people, all right?
Yeah.
Listen, between me and him, for our schedules to collide like this, it's like the stars aligning in the universe. So be happy that we're here. So anyway, I was in Montana. I met Bill at Ashley Lake. He's a hiker. He invited me to hike with him in Glacier National Park, which I wanted to do anyway, but I was quite literally waiting to find somebody like Bill to kind of tour me around, you know?
Mhm.
So we did the hike to, it's called the High Line Trail, and we did the hike to Grinnell Glacier. If you want to look up Grinnell, actually,
This is a
no,
beautiful
none of
park.
those are it. Yeah, but it's got glaciers, glacial water. All that bright blue water is
Yeah.
glacial melt. Um, but it's just beautiful, and it was a 15-mile hike. It was absolutely insane. I'll send you tons of pictures later, but there's no point in me sending them to you now.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I'll send some on Instagram while I'm telling the story. But anyway, so yeah, we hiked there, and then the next day, I was so beat that we took an Airbnb that night because I was so sunburned. Oh, I didn't even tell you. Oh my god. Okay, we keep getting too ahead of ourselves, so I got to get the story on track. So while we were hiking, Sky yanked me over the edge of a cliff, quite literally, like a 70-degree
Oh my
decline
god.
rather, and I landed, I had no shirt on, I had shorts on, and I landed chest first, slid halfway down that mountainside, and I cut up my whole chest and everything, like bleeding like crazy. I mean,
Damn.
I should have went to the hospital. Both my elbows, my right shoulder, both my knees, and my whole chest is covered in scabs right now from falling. And that was on our way there. And I said, you know what, motherfucker? We're finishing this hike, you know? So we
Even with you,
continued,
man, you're ridiculous.
we
Yeah.
carried on, and I still literally almost died. Um, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, I met Bill. He brought me on that hike. It was great. We stayed in an Airbnb the next day, and he told me he had the podcast. So I was like, damn, like, I'll be on your podcast. So we started talking to the guy that was the owner of the Airbnb. He was super cool. He has a hot tub. He was going to let us use his hot tub, you know. We were cooking food. He let us use his kitchen and stuff. Super nice guy. He saw that I had a gun, so he showed us all his guns. Then his neighbor came out. He showed us all his guns. Bro, homie came out with a full-blown assault shotgun, like automatic,
An
like
assault
fucking
shotgun?
a 20-round banana clip. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It's gonna be the cover photo for Bill's podcast. Um,
That's funny as fuck.
Absolutely insane, bro. I don't I don't even know how to say it. But yeah, it's unfortunate because I posted all this stuff to my Instagram. You just don't have any time to watch anything on Instagram, so you
Is
wouldn't
this on
see
your
all
Instagram or
this
is it on your stories?
on my stories.
That's what it was on your story. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have seen if it was like a like an actual post. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't do that. Like my page used to be a car page and now I'm just posting stuff about me traveling and I have a
Yeah.
bunch of pictures and stuff that I will eventually wind up posting. But I'm just working through the transition. Wow, 4 years ago today I got "Miss You" tatted on my knees. Cool. All right.
4 years ago. That's
Yep.
dope.
I'm about to send you a couple of these things so you can just see them on Instagram and show the people. But yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Bill and being on his podcast and just having such an amazing experience. Like, his buddy is a raft guide in Glacier National Park.
A
He let us
raft
go on a
guide.
raft. He let us go on a raft tour for free. 2 hours on a fucking glacial river. I mean, it was just beautiful, like crystal clear water. I swam in the river. Um, I jumped off a bridge. Um,
Oh, it's no longer available. What are they
Man, I
talking
don't.
about?
This stuff sucks. I don't fucking know, man.
It's all
Why
right.
can't you just send stuff? Fucking stupid. I give up. I don't even care.
It's okay.
Whatever.
It's all
I'm just
right.
gonna keep telling the story.
Yeah.
So they took us on a raft tour, 2 hours on the river. Took a dunk in the river. At the end of the tour, there was a bridge. A bunch of people were jumping off the bridge. It was like 50 feet tall. It was pretty cool. I jumped off the bridge. Bill jumped off the bridge.
If your buddy jumps off the bridge, you're gonna jump off a bridge too. Now.
Right. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then I went on a couple hikes by myself and stuff, and I met some amazing people. The whole state of Montana is awesome. No sales tax. You can permanently register your car. Guns are legal. Weed's legal. There's no homeless
Did you just say you
people.
can permanently register your car?
Yeah, you pay once, you register your car, and you never have to pay again. And I wrote that to you, and you didn't read it.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep, that is the
Wow.
only state in America where you can register a car permanently.
I want to get a house in Montana just for that.
Yeah, see, no,
Just
no, 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 no. You're not allowed. You're not allowed because you didn't think Montana was cool until you heard that.
Montana sounds like the last state that's letting America be America.
Montana was the last state to implement a speed limit. You know,
Oh,
there's a lot of places in Montana where there's still no speed limit. You can go as fast as you want if you're death defying enough.
really?
Hmm. Montana was the last state to implement a speed limit, and it was only about 15 years ago.
Wow.
Montana, I swear, I was gonna put it on my story, but I knew there was gonna be so many New York haters. Oh, actually, you can actually go look on my story on Instagram right now. There is one post that's up there of me in Montana with Sky. You should be able to see it. Um, but yeah, that is just the best state in America. And I was gonna put it on my story, but I knew people were gonna hate on it, so I was like, I'm not gonna say it. But that's me and Sky at the summit of a mountain, all by ourselves, way out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
I
Fucking
have several videos like that and of me on top of different, mountains and stuff and
yeah.
running around with Sky and stuff. And it's just an absolutely gorgeous state in every direction you look in all the time. Doesn't matter what town you're in, doesn't matter what area you're in. There's just very, very, very few bad things about the state of Montana. And to be
We
completely honest, every single place that I went to, everywhere had a hiring sign. So if you're looking for a job, go to Montana. All right. It's just an amazing state. I'm looking forward to hopefully retiring there someday and just owning a bunch of land in the middle of nowhere where absolutely no fucking body could bother me. You know?
I do wanna, even though I'm working hard, I'm gonna buy this house. the house that I envision like being my end house, like my end house, has land. I want land. I want land. I'm not gonna die in a house that doesn't have land. And when I say land, I mean acres. I want some acres. All right.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
gonna lie. There's zero part of me that wants to have neighbors. Like I don't want a house next to my house at all.
Yeah, no, no. I want acres because I don't know. I'm real old school in my head sometimes of the way I see some things. You know what I mean? And to me, that's like a, a kingly type thing. Like that's what you should be at that stage of my life. You know what I mean? Like at the end of my life, you know what I mean? I should have some land that's mine. You know what I mean? I should hopefully have some kids that's mine. You know what I mean? I should have like and I won't even if it was a nice house and it didn't have no land, you know what I mean? Because land is like farm, like that's I just need land. I need to own some land. I really do in a decent amount, just a little couple acres. You know what I mean? Some land where I could look into a field
See,
and be like, all of
so I'm
that
gonna tell
field,
you this right
all of this
now.
shit is mine.
I'm
This
gonna
shit
tell
is
you
mine.
this
I
right
have
now,
to have that.
and I might get some hate for saying this, but that's white people shit right there. Okay? I don't know many black people that go out and buy a bunch of land to live in the middle of nowhere by themselves. Black people are very communal. They like to be together, you know? They like to be around people. They like to white people has party culture, but like I don't know, man. Y'all culture is crazy when it comes to
No,
that partying
but
and shit.
but
Like,
at the but at that stage in like don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna want my place in the city. This might be the first house I'm buying now, which is gonna
yeah,
be like in
where
a
the
city
hoes
like this.
at? Where they
Yeah,
shaking
yeah.
the
You know what I
asses and
mean?
shit.
Yeah, yeah. I got my spot in
Yo,
Detroit, you
because
know what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
tell you right now, in all the Midwest states and all those little middle of nowhere states, they ain't no fucking strip clubs, they ain't no fucking gentlemen's joints, they ain't no
Yeah.
fucking nightclubs. You know why? Because everybody knows that shorty. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few shorties
Exactly.
around, so they can't
Exactly.
be doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
When you in the
Mm-hmm.
city and you can hide in the riffraff, this is a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
But when you
exactly.
out in the sticks and there's only 12 girls in that town, trust me, they gonna know who's shaking their ass.
They gonna fucking know. Exactly. They're gonna know. You know what I mean? So I want the but so I want both, but I'm gonna retire in like some place, somewhere with land. And I want it to be self-sustainable, which is one of the main reasons I want land. You know what I mean? I wanna listen, if I don't got solar panels and a well on my property and some land, I'm not happy. All right. Because I need the solar panels for energy and I need the well for a water supply. You know
You
what I
know what's
mean?
really bothersome?
What?
Um, they don't allow you to get a landline anymore without paying for internet as well.
What to get a landline telephone?
Yep, you can't get a landline telephone anymore without getting internet with it.
Well, you need internet anyway. I
You
want to.
don't. There's a guy that I was watching very recently. He's called Peter Santinello. He's a very, very popular YouTuber. He's got around 10 million subscribers. He travels the world and he dives deep into cultures. And he was in the Appalachian Mountains in West Virginia, where I was. And there's this guy that lives off of his own land. And the only piece of electric that he has on his land is a landline telephone. And he was complaining about how he has to pay for internet that he doesn't even know how to use or set up or have any equipment for in order to have his landline telephone.
Wow.
So he doesn't even have the box. He doesn't even have the cables. He doesn't even
Wow.
have an electrical line. His landline telephone is run all the way to the road so that he can get right into the electric pole. You know.
Wow.
But yeah, he was complaining about that, and I realized, I looked it up, and it's true. Like, at least in America, you cannot get a landline telephone anymore without paying for internet. They're trying to like do away with the landline telephone. You know,
That's crazy.
it's
That's
crazy to me because cell phones cause cancer. Like, why would
yeah.
we not want to keep landline telephones? You know,
You're right.
like right now, I'm in a hotel room. I don't even see a phone. There's no phone here. Remember when you go to hotel rooms, you see
There's
a
always
phone there?
a phone in the
No
Bible.
phone. No phone. You know what? I don't even see the Bible because I looked in the drawer over there. Maybe there's a Bible over here. No, no Bible.
No phone, no Bible. I don't know what's wrong with these hotel rooms in America. This ain't America anymore. Every
Right.
hotel room had a
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah. Damn. No, for real. No Bible.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll look in the clothes drawers.
This ain't the America I grew up in. All right. America's
Literally no Bible.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is indeed crazy.
Man. And you would think in a state in the middle of America, they would still have a Bible.
Right, this is where the Bible's got to be.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
you'd think
Yeah, you would think. If it ain't there, America's lost. All right. You're in the heart of the
for
country.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Um, I wanted to say one last thing too. I want to make America's soul needs to be fought for. America is having a problem. And let me tell you something, the world
America
knows it.
needs Trump.
America's and you know how I know? Because I looked on my podcast. It sends me an update every week, an email, and tells me how many downloads my podcast got, just the audio, right? And this week it told me I had 20 downloads, and I was like, why the fuck would I have 20? I didn't even upload a fucking episode. I just uploaded it finally because I was 2 weeks behind uploading it. Finally uploaded it. And the episode that's going crazy, that went crazy, that got like a couple like watches, it's an old episode, but the title of it is America is Crazy. All right, that's the title of a past podcast episode, and that's the one that's getting views. You know why? The podcast with the title America is Crazy is getting views because America's fucking crazy and it's going that's in the world. People are typing in people are the perception of America right now. You know what I mean? Like America's going through a lot, bro. You know, whether it realizes it or not. And it's on shaky legs
America's
culturally.
not going through a lot, man. America's going through Joe Biden. That's what America's
You know
going
what I
through right
mean?
now.
But yeah, let's let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's finally dive into these topics, even though we didn't.
Baby girl doesn't know that I am.
Even, and by the way, I found her rant to be barely coherent. I had struggled to understand what the fuck was going on.
Oh, I understood what she's saying.
You know
I
what I mean?
understand that a porn star is trying to give marriage advice, and that is the most hilarious thing that I've ever seen in my entire life.
So I guess just in that alone, there's not supposed to be a lot of sense being made. So I guess I'm right to be slightly confused.
I would just say
we're
she's
comparing
a pretty girl and
stats.
all,
Baby girl
but
doesn't
she
know that I am
loses
Tom.
tons of points for this one.
But yeah,
I
but
mean,
let's hear
not attractive anymore.
let's hear her out. Yeah, she's definitely over the hill. She's still like
it has things to say with brains and beauty, and the brains are not there with that one. And
she's
that's
still.
like majority.
I'm not gonna
of it.
say she's not pretty anymore. She's still pretty and cute, but it's just like
she's not attractive to me. She might be pretty physically, but attractive to me, definitely not. I'd fucking slam the door in her face after that rant.
You see, the thing is, pretty and attractive are two different things. See, attractive is what happens after I open you open your mouth and I hear your mannerisms or how you conduct yourself, or and also have any idea what type of reputation you might have. You know what I mean? Like being with you, being
right, because you can
with
see
you.
a bad bitch and then she opens her mouth and she's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you're not attractive. Being with you, talking with you, the idea of doing that is not an attractive thing to me. You're nothing about.
But I mean, I've seen her on Twitch before. She did a stream. She streamed a bunch of times on Twitch, but I seen her once on Twitch, and I watched it maybe like 5-10 minutes, and she didn't seem like retarded, you know?
No,
but
she's not.
hearing her talk like this and like pretending like being married 3
But we
times.
didn't even hear her yet. We didn't even hear her yet.
Yeah, sorry. Play.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your fucking life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Oh, we're comparing.
I'm not kidding you. What I heard there is that love doesn't exist. Okay? Because stuck with someone, you gotta go because it's not working. Whatever happened to unconditional love? Loving somebody no matter what, you know? And her talking like this and other people in the world listening to a porn star 3 times divorced giving marriage advice, this is the problem with social media. The fact that this kind of stuff gets attention,
Yeah.
this kind of stuff is influencing other people in the world to act like that. That's the problem with social media.
Yeah. The thing is, she's always what women don't get, men are supposed to be the ones that have all the experience with different to learn what we want. Like when women, y'all lose the ability to bond with the mate after y'all have so many people y'all fucking. It doesn't work out. You know what I mean? And men after a certain number probably lose it too, but it's a much higher number than women. You know what I mean? I just feel like she's ruined herself for any man for real. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro, the way that she said that, it sounds like she's still keeping the guy that she was just broke the engagement off with. She's still keeping him on the leash. And
the
and the
thing,
fact no, but wait, the fact that she said that publicly in a video and posted it, and that nigga's still gonna come suck her toes. Like, bruh.
she's
She's
delusional.
brainwashed by her beauty, bro. That's the problem.
She's delusional.
She can just go out and get any motherfucker to bow down and kiss her toes because she's beautiful. You know?
Yeah,
That's another problem with the world.
that's
Like
that's men. That's the simping men.
girls
You
like
know,
this having access to social media, that's another problem with the world. Bro, back in the day, you got yourself a pretty girl, that was your girl. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Nowadays, you get yourself a pretty girl, you're fighting off the world. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's not it you can't it's not the same no more. You
It's
know what I'm
not.
saying?
It's not.
It's just not the same.
Now
And we ain't gonna go backwards, It ain't never gonna be the
no,
fucking same.
no,
But
no,
hell,
no.
you know.
It's gonna change. Just watch. Just watch. It's gonna change. Now, this another thing happened here. I didn't know how to feel when I saw this. I was like, on one hand, it's sad, but on the other hand, the comment section says it all. What come on, man.
I mean, look, those people are fucking stupid. All the people saying that stuff, bad stuff in the comments, I hope something bad happens to you. But this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Live for the clout, die for the clout.
There's plenty of see, that's so stupid. Like live by the sword, die by the sword. That's a cool fucking saying. And then here's this stupid clout shit. God damn, I hate that word. Anyway, um, this guy is not the first person to be a famous stuntman doing absolutely insane things and dying from them. There are famous stuntmen that do crazier things than him that they've done for their entire lives and they're still not dead. You
Yeah.
know? So it's just unfortunate that he wound up being somebody that fell and it is what it is.
I
Stop.
I don't I'm not I all I'm saying is that it's like when I broke my wrist and hit that car skating down that hill in Brooklyn. I wasn't mad at all. I wasn't mad at me hurting my wrist. I was happy I was alive
Well,
because
I tell you what, I don't think that guy was mad when he was falling down to his death.
I'm
I think
just
he knew one day that this was inevitable,
that's
and
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There was times where I was so close to straight death going down that I knew if I would have died 100%. You know what I mean? So me just getting over the broken wrist, I was like, oh, that's it. That's it. Oh man, I got out lucky, man. Ooh, oh boy, it could have been so much worse. You know what I mean? So like when you do risky shit all the time and you risk death all the time and you get away 200 times like I did, when you actually finally get hit with something, you mad, but you like, hey, it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I hope that, like you said, I hope that
well, how about let's compare this to you flipping the goddamn car. It's pretty fucking.
Now, the reason why I didn't compare it to that is because that isn't something that's like I did not expect.
But
I'm
you
not.
were aware of that being a problem, and it kept going until that happened. You
Yeah,
know.
true,
So
true.
this is the same kind of thing. This guy knew there was danger out there, you know, and he kept doing it.
Yeah.
You
I
knew
mean,
there
I
was
was getting
danger out
sleepy
there.
the
You
other
kept
day on
doing
the
it.
road. Yeah, I still do it, but I
You
got
know,
it's true. You know what I mean? So, you can only be so mad
every
when it
day
happens.
comes with risk. You know.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm sorry the soldier died on his pursuit. You know what I mean? That was
Yeah,
his way
I
to the
definitely
bag.
have no ill will, no bad words to say about it. God bless the man. God bless his family.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry that happened, but people like to live life on the edge, and fuck that
But
whole clout word. But live by the sword, die by the sword is a good saying for that kind of situation.
yeah, is yeah, is a
It's
perfect one.
what made him famous, and it's what led to his death.
Yes.
So quite literally,
Oh,
he
I'm
lived and
glad you
died
said
by
that.
the same
Actually, that
sword.
reminded me something about from the brand builder segment. Let me. Okay, good. I had to write it down quick so I don't forget. Hopefully, I won't forget. All right. Next topic is
Launch. And by the way, bigger picture, Wayne has agreed every Friday going forward to doing a segment with me live. He might not always be in studio depending on his schedule, but he's going to join me every Friday for a segment. I don't know, 12, 15 minutes. If he's hot, if he's rolling, maybe we'll keep him a couple segments if he has the time. That you can look forward to.
so that's Little Wayne. He's talking about committing to a little sports show thing. You know what I mean? How are we gonna be seeing those dreads come up online and come up on there and
I
shit?
have no idea why that's even a thing.
Neither do I. I've never felt like every once in a while I've seen him pop up
I'm
on
gonna
the
just
show.
say Lil Wayne doesn't really have the best voice for the television.
I don't feel I never really liked his voice talking on shit for real. I don't. You know what I mean? I've had my voice
It's
complimented
not
many
very
times. You know what I mean?
relaxing or
I don't know who
soothing.
compliments his voice. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, he always sounds like he's like falling asleep.
Yeah, when I tell people in real life, like I got a podcast, they say, "Oh, I can hear that. I can hear you. I can hear you being on the podcast."
Right.
You know what I mean? But Little Wayne and be like,
I tell you what, I cannot hear Lil Wayne talking to me about sports.
like maybe for a hot second in an Instagram clip, and then I can swipe away. But now he got to sit here and
Yeah, like maybe for a hot second, like one time, but like every week, like I don't know.
I gotta turn this light back on, man, because I feel like I'm a little dark, even though it doesn't look that bad. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
you're out here in the Northern Lights. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I'm in
Yeah,
Montana. I'm in
speaking of
Montana.
Northern Lights, I met a guy when I was at that same campsite, and his name was Rob. He was 74 years old, and he's driving a 2022 BMW motorcycle from Tennessee to the tip of the Arctic Circle. God bless that man. I hope he makes it there. 74.
Yeah.
If you are sitting in your chair and you're younger than that guy and you think you can't get up and
Nigga
go
gun
do
in
it,
a
then
rack.
fucking go do it.
He's 74.
74 riding a motorcycle to the tip of Alaska, the Arctic Circle.
Did he make it?
He's on his way. I don't know. I gave him my phone number. I told him to text me when he gets there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She gave him a fucking life alert thing.
Well,
Fucking.
I gave him a bottle of wine and a hug.
Yeah, it's about the most you could do. Good luck, sir.
Yeah.
Man, jeez. But yeah, listen to watch this. I'm sure you've seen this video. Look.
In a rack.
You see something?
Check him out. I said, look at Gunner. No, what you said before that? Whatever I wanted to say, brother. No, why you can't repeat it? I just want you to repeat. Check him out. I just want you to repeat. So you can look for Rich Shot, do something. I just want you to repeat. So I can sue the hell out of you. I don't give a fuck. Look at him, short. Look. Look at Gunner in a rack. Check him out. I said, look at Gunner.
Whatever I wanted to say.
Yo, this is such a on-off video because like I want people to be blasting Gunna, but this dude just clowned himself. Like,
Yeah, that's what niggas just saying. Like my boy crumbled like cookies. Oh my God. The fact that he didn't repeat it, he should have kept this video in his phone.
That right there. That right there.
Oh my God. What do niggas gain from shit like he called him a snitch, was ready to tell on him in court. He said, you want to go ahead and hit me so I can sue your ass? How you call a man a rat and then threaten a rat?
I'm gonna just say though, like, dude recording the video, you're a grown ass man. Go have some kids or something. And if you have kids, go take care of them.
I know you hate the word, but he had clout chasing ass man.
Yeah, in his 30s, like, you crazy, bro. Go get a life.
Oh my God. Boy ratted on himself not being gangster enough to repeat it. Oh my God.
Yeah, like, what did you really, bro? Come on now. What did you really think was gonna happen if you said some words to big ass security guard? Like, he can't hit you. If he hit you, then you gotta do. Fucking repeat yourself. What kind of bitch are you? Come on.
Oh nah,
Do all
nah.
that.
First of all, you know, I'd have had to hand the phone to somebody else to record. You know what I mean?
Right, so you can handle that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't repeat it while my hand is recording and I got my back to you because I'm about to
Right.
receive the smack of all time. And I'm not properly positioned square. I gotta square my shoulders to my enemy. You know what I mean? Stagger my stance, raise up my
Right.
I gotta ready myself for combat. All right. Okay. I gotta and this American
Man, the way
self-imposed.
Gunna even slowed down and looked, bro,
It's
just
the
keep
little
it
smirk
fucking
for me. It's a
pushing.
little smirk for me.
Keep
Like,
it fucking pushing. Yo, first of all, can we fucking appreciate the fact that this guy is literally fucking 4'2"? Why he's so small?
look how small Gunna is. Look at it.
Why he's so small? He mad short, bro.
The only niggas person that's shorter than him is his bitch to you with.
There's his bitch, yeah. I'm looking
Oh
that up
my
right now.
God. Oh my God. Yeah, you want to look up how tall Gunna is?
Yeah.
Gunna is looking a little short in that clip, looking like a little nigga moving around. I hope he not my height. Watch him be my height. I'm gonna go.
5'10"? No, that's
You
gotta be a lie.
lying? Nah. Come on, God, nah, bro. Because if that's
Gunna,
how
5'10".
that's not how a 5'10" nigga look walking
Damn,
around,
you
bro.
looking crazy. You looking crazy.
Bro, because I'm
Uh-oh.
5'7". I'm 5'7".
Uh-oh.
So if he 5'10", then I ain't coming outside no more. I ain't
The
I'm so
Weekend is 5'8". And oh, you know what? Nah. It's kind of a lie.
nah.
Yeah, because The Weekend is like he's spreading his legs in this pic. That sound bad. Hold up.
Wow.
He's
Pause.
like can I copy this image and put it in the chat? I'm
Oh
pretty sure I
my
can do that,
God.
right? There's a chat here. I can just go like that. Boom. There it is. So I think Gunna's more like 5'8", because if you look at that picture right there, if Weekend's 5'8" and he's standing all weird like that, Gunna kind of look like he's probably about the same height as Weekend. And with all this
Oh
celebrity shit, I
God.
wouldn't be surprised if they're just trying to make him seem a little bit taller because he's all gangsta.
Oh my
But
God.
if you
So
look at that picture and the way that Weekend's standing, if he stood up straight, seems to me him and Gunna are like the same height.
nah. I mean maybe, but like 5'10". Damn, but he look why? So why he look so tiny in that
No,
clip?
I think Gunna is 5'8" is what I'm saying.
I'm saying, look at him compared to everybody, and like the nigga holding the door, the nigga behind him, the nigga in front of him, like the
The
nigga
guy
holding the
holding the
camera,
camera, the
like
security
the
guard,
white guy,
even the white guy.
the guy close to the car, like literally everybody there is maybe either at his height or taller than Gunna. Literally everybody, you know what I mean? And you telling me that nigga, everybody, that guy, everybody, and you telling me that this nigga's
So
5'10"?
you're telling me all the people in this clip are automatically just 6 feet tall?
Exactly, that's what you telling me.
Like,
That's what you telling me.
which is like rare. I'm gonna see
Because if
what.
that's the case, then I just need to not be outside anymore. Because apparently
Right.
I'm just a little nigga out here, and I'm in danger. All right, now I'm I'm sick of this shit, man. Ain't no way in hell, man. Ain't no way in hell, man. I'm. You know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm gonna get. That's why I'm gonna get my hair
Well,
he.
it
All right.
says
I'm sick of that niggas.
it says
I want to go.
14% of men on the planet are over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I know that statistic from the manosphere shit. for them from
Wow.
I know that because that they always say that with when they because they tell women because so many women that they ask on that Fresh and Fit show, oh, what do you want in a man? Or you want them 6 feet tall? Like, all
Six
right,
feet tall, six
you're
pack.
yeah, you're already down to 14%. The moment you want to be over 6 feet tall, I hope you know that. You know
Right.
what I mean? And you want him to be attractive, and you want him to be making money, and you want him to be available and single, and you want him to be faithful, and you want him to be like what? Like, around your age group, not super old. You know what I mean? And you want him to like there's so many things. You know what I mean? And you want
And
him to
and and and
and you
and
want him
and
to
and
not want any control over you either. And you want him to not have any demands or have any standards. And you want him to not, you know, disallow you from being a city girl, having girls' night out and having an Instagram shaking your ass. You want him to give you to be a man that good and then also allow you to do whatever the fuck you want. That's what you also want. And for him to pay most of the bills. You know what I mean? And you're delusional as fuck. That's what that's what
well,
they
here's
want.
your choices, and it's fucking like two ugly ass looking motherfuckers. Like,
But yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, there is a weird thing that I feel like most tall people are ugly. I don't know why. It's just kind of like a thing.
well, there are it's when you mention it, but hey, they even ask that. Would you rather short and handsome or tall and ugly? And they still say tall and ugly. I've seen the videos. You know what I
That's
mean?
so weird.
They'll take tall and ugly over short and handsome. That's what they say.
Because
But
I feel like the body, like I feel like 6 feet is like the max. Anything over 6 feet, you're like starting to stretch the body like more than it should, you know? And then
yeah,
everything starts getting weirdly disproportionate and
like
fucking
I could feel the strength of my body. I don't look at a 6 foot man like a 6 foot guy that's built is a problem, but just simply being that tall and having a longer reach isn't alone enough to best me in a hand to hand fight. You would have
well,
to
I'm gonna tell you, it
also
is
be
much
strong.
difficult
You
to
know what I
be
mean?
strong, or like not strong. It's much more difficult to build body mass when you're tall. Like guys that have long arms and long legs and long torsos, it's very seldom that they have, you know, muscle packed into those areas. It's hard to get like muscle mass. I don't
Yeah,
know how to explain it because it's all spread out, you know? Like you can get the muscle, it'll be there, but it's not going to bulge out like a short guy with big biceps, you know?
exactly. But it's also because like when you look it up, like all right, so the strongman competition and the bodybuilding competition, two different things. See, when you look up the height of the people in the strongman competition, being tall helps as far as being able to being able to lift all of these shits like though those do tend to be taller men that are because you have to be able to
Oh
leverage
yeah, you mean
to
the
be able to
world's strongest man competitions?
yeah.
Yeah.
But when you look up bodybuilder competitions, those guys tend to be around 5'7", 5'8". And the reason why is because the chunkier muscle leads to bigger muscles. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But because it's just because the compactness, the muscles have less
Yep.
space to so
I mean, it's almost the exact opposite from the fashion industry is why that they pick tall guys because they want them to be
exactly
slim and thin and like
exactly. So yeah, you know what I mean. But hey, there's a reason why I sure guys exist, though. Right? We're real good we're good in combat. I promise, man. We're stocky, sturdy motherfuckers. You go bump into us, you know what I mean? You just fucking hit a wall or just sturdy, low center of gravity. You know what I mean? We're not getting
I tell
flipped, though,
you
right?
what though, when you run across one of those motherfuckers that's like 6'4", built like a brick shit house, they're scary.
You don't want
There's
nothing to do
they're
with them,
very
bro.
few and far between, but if you get the full package, you're tall and you're fucking stocky. Oof,
You
those
don't want
motherfuckers are scary people.
they're true champions. You don't want nothing to do with them. You don't
For
want
real,
nothing to do with them.
those are the gladiators that
Yeah,
existed back in
yeah.
the day. They
Those are the
still got those
real.
genes running through them.
Yep. Those are the real. But that's when I look at like niggas like LeBron. You know what I mean? A nigga that's or niggas didn't built in there anyway. Because and the NFL got some niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they're not
Well,
as like
there's this guy in the World's Strongest Man competition, and he's won several times. His name is Brian Shaw. He's fucking massive. I think he's like 6'10", like 300 and something pounds of just fucking brute. You know, just look him up, Brian Shaw, And I think he's got like Viking in him or something, because somebody that has that kind of stature, I just, God fucking damn. And you can't even get a picture of how big his hands are. Maybe they'll show it next to something, but like, look at that picture of him standing next to the guy with him pulling up all the weights on the left. That Facebook
Yeah.
photo. God fucking damn. Fucking absolute tank. Like, I gotta look up what how big he is.
He's
Oh,
6'6". You know what I mean? A big motherfucker.
6'8", 441 pounds. 441 fucking pounds.
Big motherfucker.
I'm gonna look up his record lift.
Best.
His record deadlift is 460 kilograms. Oh, it looks like he broke it. 494 kilograms, 1,091 pounds. God fucking damn. What an absolute fucking monster. Dude, bench press 530 pounds, squat 904. This dude is just an absolute monster all around. And these are the people I'm talking about. Those are like absolutely, you're winning the lottery with those kinds of genes. Like,
On the other hand, a skeleton is not so large that a man is unable to fully fill it out. He looks lanky or unbalanced, as is often the case with men over 6 foot. No one 6'2" has ever won an IVF or a league show or whatever. It says 5'8" to
wow.
5'11". I was 5'9". You know what I mean? But yeah.
But I mean, goddamn, like that guy Brian Shaw, I can't get over it. 6'8", 440 pounds.
But when you
That's
look up
unreal.
the strongest man, 6'8". You know what I mean?
Yep.
6'8". You know, because there's
And I'm going to
nothing.
tell you right now, that guy, I'm almost positive Brian competed against him and beat him. There's another guy from England. His name's Eddie Hall. You've
Hmm.
probably heard of him. He's a
Yeah,
very famous bodybuilder.
yeah,
But he's a very short guy. I'm pretty sure Eddie Hall is more like your height.
yeah.
And the fact that he's competed in World's Strongest Man is insane. Eddie Hall height. Oh, he's 6'3". Damn. He just
Yeah,
looks shorter compared to all these other motherfuckers.
yeah. Because the strongest man, because the reason why I know for a fact that that height matters with strength is because of my job where I lift doors. There was this guy that was hired there named Mike. Um, he was tall. He was like 6 foot. I say probably like 3. You know what I mean? 6'3", 6'4". He was a tall guy, but he was a fat guy, fat like not fat, but his belly fat guy, but noodle arms. Arms looked
Uh
like no weight went to his arms for whatever reason. Like he looked like
huh.
he would struggle with like anything, bro. It was just ridiculous, bro. Little SpongeBob arms, bro. But yeah, um, he was lifting. He was still able, even though he looked like he was struggling with his whole life to lift these doors. You know what I mean? And it's because all of these doors are 6'8" doors. You know what I mean? 3 feet wide, 3 feet wide, 6 foot. It's an average door. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So he's able to lift it because you can leverage it, because you can use the leverage
Yep.
because of his height. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To use it to maneuver the doors. You know what I mean? Me, I know I'm way stronger than him in every muscle category, in every piece of my body.
But
But
you have to put so much more
I have
effort
to
into
I can
carrying
yeah,
that door.
exactly. I can still
Not
lift the
that you
doors.
couldn't do it,
I still
but
do it. I still lift the door, but I can see that that because of the height, that my ability to leverage the strength that I have is lowered because of my height. You know what I mean?
right.
So I could just see that in having to lift these 6'8" doors, 6'8" doors, having to lift these motherfuckers. I got a little more strain
Well,
on
I
my
mean,
back
you could
just because
say
of height.
all the things in the world, but everybody's different, honestly. I just looked it up, and Eddie Hall, even though he's shorter by 5 inches and he weighs 100 pounds less, he has lifted more than Brian Shaw and anybody in the world. He deadlifted 1,181 pounds, which is the world record.
Yeah.
And He's also leg pressed 2,200 pounds for 10 repetitions.
And how tall is he?
He's 6'3", which is how tall I am.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy.
360 pounds.
But yeah,
And
his ability.
he doesn't look like in shape. He looks like you. He literally looks exactly like you. He's kind of chunky in the stomach. He doesn't have the biggest arms, but they look, they're there, like
They're there. Nah, I gotta work on my shit. I gotta work on my shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he's anyway, I'm inspired by the men to get strong and shit. I'll bring it up in my Brambling segment. But I'm gonna move on. This thing here, Andrew Tate said this in his Candace Owen interview, because you was talking about at some point he got on what women. So he's like, listen, women, you want to know what you could do to get a man, right? You want a man that's high in status. You want a man that's important, and that's the type of man that you want. But you never think that you have the ability to create that man, right? By acting that way, right? To the right man, right? So he's like, yeah, do things to make your man's status seem higher. You know what I mean? And serve your man and treat him right. You know what I mean? In certain ways. You know what I mean? And it'll make him seem like a more important man, right? And I'm saying that to say, Blueface, it seems like, has officially lost Christian Rock due to whatever manipulation of the situation, right? And as crazy as the shorty was, right? Obviously, right? Blueface having a shorty that devoted to him made Blueface seem more elevated, whether for whatever reason of the retarded logic, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, which helped him garner him his because at the end of the day,
it really just created controversy, which kept his name in the news, which kept his music booming a little bit.
Yeah, because it wasn't him and his talents alone. You know what I mean? So, because at the end of the day, every man wants a woman devoted to him the way Christian Rock seemed to have been devoted to Blueface.
Didn't she have like his face tatted
on his leg? Exactly, right?
Crazy.
So once you do something to become a man that other men want to be, you know what I mean? Or whatever, how you ever do that, whether it's through your lifestyle, through the girls that you have, now your girls devotion to it, however you got to do it, you know what I mean? Then that's going to help you get the eyeballs. You know what I mean? And
well, what's crazy to me is like I don't understand how Blueface actually made money, because he's clearly wearing a lot of money worth of jewelry in that picture. Now jewelry is different. There's a lot of times that gets misconstrued in the rap game. A lot of that stuff really probably isn't his, or it's fake, or he spent all his money on it and he really doesn't have as much money as he's putting off, because most of it is in jewelry.
Yeah.
But really what I'm trying to lead to here is I feel like he was with Christian Rock and he had made one song. I can't even remember the fucking name of it, but it went kind of viral like a few years ago. And that put him into the limelight. People found out about his crazy relationship, and then that stuff started to come to surface, and that put views on his shit. But I feel like most people just got wrapped up in the controversy and was like, wow, look at this crazy motherfucker with this crazy bitch. And then they'd go listen to his music and they'd laugh at how bad his music was. And then they just continue to look into the news. And then, the way social media works, if you look at something, it keeps recommending it to you. And then that's how I feel like he got elevated in the rap game. I don't feel like anybody actually thinks he's a good rapper. I don't feel like anybody actually thinks he's a good person. I don't feel like anybody actually wants to be Blueface. But he created all this kick up.
Don't be no. There's niggas that want to be Blueface. Don't be that. Don't underestimate the ignorance that exists in this world. You know what I mean? There's niggas that saw.
I guess you're right.
All they saw was a nigga well dressed, with jewelry, with a bitch that love him, doing crazy shit online and getting millions of views. There's lots of people with just that premise alone would say,
I agree.
I would go. I would
agree.
You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
There's a lot of niggas
There's
in
more people
Baltimore.
than we like
You know
to
what I mean?
admit that would
Yeah,
fall right
yeah,
into that.
yeah, yeah.
But
And they're the ones
yeah,
watching
man,
in
and
Alabama
just
and fucking Baltimore and Atlanta and the fucking
and another thing, bro, is this bitch still pregnant? She taking a picture with her titties
yeah,
out and she's pregnant.
bro.
She needs to
Yeah,
get off the internet right
bro.
now.
She was
She needs to get off the internet right now.
and yeah. She said aside, like reading these like when the lie detector test dropped, these guys will understand why I demoted Christian to a side bitch. Your main bitch got to keep it 100 even when it hurts. The position I'm in, my main gotta listen over a gel code if you need. I'm just saying it's retarded. It's and then she's like, "What's a side bitch?" It was a regular toxic. If you had, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. We fell out because I separated my checks. We fell out because I don't want you controlling me. You ain't my bitch if I can't control you. It was cool till you started saying only you could cheat. You know what I mean? But well, first of all, you can't like what type of this is the was awful. This is awful. This is
I don't
awful.
understand how the world gives all
Yeah.
this that much attention. Like, I don't know. I can't even stop thinking about like how fucked up this Christian rock girl is. Like, first of all,
Yeah.
I know I seen that blue face tattoo. It's fucking terrible. Second of all, ain't she like missing one of her front teeth or some shit?
Mm.
Third of all, doesn't she come from like a wealthy family? Like, why aren't they trying to do all their wealthy family stuff and suppress this girl? Because she's making them look real fucking bad right now.
Yeah.
And third of all, this blue face motherfucker, I don't even understand him at all.
Here's my
I don't end.
question.
Go ahead.
Here's my question. I know it's a real selfish question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you think that there's a rapper that is better than Blueface as far as talent, right?
Yes.
That is not as well known, right? That if Christian Rock was to attach herself to the same way she did with Blueface, that she could get him to blow up?
Oh, for sure, certainly.
If she was like, if
But
she,
it would have to happen. It would have to happen while she's riding the clout train, you know, because once that shit dies down, like you know, it's she doesn't have things to carry her into the future. She's in the limelight right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a spotlight thing. So if she does something like that while the spotlight is even still remotely in her area, then yeah, that spotlight will go right
because you
back
know how
on
many
her and
niggas
bring
is
it all to
simping in her.
light.
You know how many niggas is simping in her comment section. That's like, oh, Christian Rock, if you was my bitch, I just love how loyal you was. If you
She is
be my
so
loyal bitch,
ugly.
you know what I mean?
Like,
I don't think she's. I don't think she's pretty. Really, honestly, that like I'm not gonna say she's. Oh, she kind of is just because of her teeth situation. Because I've seen pictures
yeah,
of her where
what's
she
the
don't look
deal
that
with that?
bad. But
Why doesn't she fix her teeth?
what's ugly is her attitude. The ugliest thing about
That
her is her
too.
mental instability. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the looks ain't like I'm not gonna say that her looks scare me away, but it's
They scare me away.
when you open your mouth,
When I look
everything
her up,
about
when
you
I look
scares
up
me away.
Christian Rock, it says that
Literally,
she's a rapper. Is she a rapper?
I guess now. I mean, she has verses, but no, not really. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Well, Google has her classified
Well, what
as
else would
a
she be?
rapper.
She sure ain't a businesswoman. She sure ain't a model. She sure ain't
She's
a
only 23 years old.
damn.
Oh my God.
She got a
What a
whole life ahead
problem.
of her, and a little baby life in her too. Whole life ahead of her. Whole life
Is
life in
she
her
on
too.
OnlyFans?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Bro, I'm pretty sure she is. Hold on.
No, she's not. If she's on OnlyFans, then she's
There's a tweet from August 3rd, 2023. Sub me so I know you thinking about me with the lick emoji.
wow. What?
I'm just gonna Google it real quick just to see. But
It's the Jamie typing for me. He typed the fuck out of that. Whatever he typed just now, he typed the fuck out of that. That shit was like brr, bat, nigga. What is you talking about, nigga?
yeah, she's on
You
OnlyFans.
gotta come
Forty
to that,
dollars a
dude.
month.
Oh,
$40 a month. You know
yo,
niggas is paying for that shit if she's
she want
fucking
a
pricing
she
that.
want an eighth of weed, bro. She want a whole eighth, a good eighth too. That's a good
Damn.
eighth. That's an eighth of some niceness. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yo,
crazy.
that's crazy.
But anyway,
So, all
Blueface
right. So
losing his bitch.
let's put this in
Blueface.
perspective, though.
But here's a question though. Like no, like it. But if Blueface could get another bitch to be as devoted to him as he had Christian Rock, then Blueface will 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 have to have be crowned to have be some level of that nigga. Come on, he has to.
Okay,
If he's able to,
I'll give him
if he's
that.
able
But
to pull that off.
I'm gonna tell you, this is how I think the situation's gonna go down. If this whole thing really does separate, Christian Rock just never goes back to Blueface and don't talk to him no more or whatever, right? Blueface is gonna die out. Blueface and Christian Rock, that them together goes to the news. But Blueface by himself, I'm gonna be real with you, he's just a boring, stupid ass nigga. You know, so
He can't get
I
him.
don't know,
He can't
man.
get a bit. Only if he can get a bitch to be devoted to him.
Do you think that Blueface could go live on Instagram for 20 minutes and hold viewers?
No.
I think that people would tune in and tune out after they heard him talking about some total nonsense and his ridiculously stupid opinions that have absolutely nothing backing them. You know, he's an idiot. He's
He
an
doesn't think
all-around
deeply about
through and through
anything.
idiot.
He's not really a type of guy that has opinions that are
But it's not even that, right? Because there's plenty of idiots that are famous. He's not even funny, though. He's not even charismatic. He's just fucking stupid. Like, and that can only be so funny for so long, you know? So I think he's had his limelight.
You know,
and,
I can't say that I've seen him.
I've seen him in an interview. I saw him in an interview, and
he doesn't
hearing
strike
him
me
talk,
as that smart a guy. He really doesn't, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
well, like, let's be real. There's a lot of rappers that don't strike you as the smartest guy, and then you find out they went to Harvard, right? But
Yeah.
Blueface really is just one of those stupid ass niggas. Like,
I don't know. I haven't seen much from him to show me differently. So maybe if he
well,
rises up in some way.
eventually
How old is
you'll see him.
Blueface? Maybe he's young
I'd
too.
say he's 26, but I'll look it up.
I was asleep at the wheel. I wasn't doing nothing until I was 26. You know, I was asleep at the wheel until I was 26. You know what I'm saying? So if he's 26,
He's 26, yeah.
all right. You can still. I'll give you time. 26. You're not a.
I mean, give him time for what, bro? Like, what can he accomplish with that kind of attitude in life?
You never know. Something could hit him upside the head really, really hard.
I think that already happened when he was born.
And you never know, man. All I'm saying is that 26 is not too late to turn your life around. You know what I mean? It's just harder at that point, and takes a lot of work, and kind of sucks. But 26, you know, you can still do a lot at 26. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that he's gonna give a fuck to. That's the real problem. It's not that you can't do a lot from 26. It's just I don't think he's gonna get that wake up call. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
But maybe her leaving will be a wake
definitely
up call.
Doesn't have the type of money to be living the type of lifestyle he is and wearing all that crazy jewelry and shit, because he's got one of them burnout careers, you know? He didn't even have like a one-hit wonder or anything like that. He had like
he did have a hit. He did have a hit.
That's what I'm trying to remember. I can't even remember the fucking name of the song.
Bust down, Tatiana. I want to see you bust down.
That's what it was.
Bust down,
okay.
Bust down, Tatiana.
But let's be real. That's not like a ringer, you know? That's not going to come back in 10 years and be a classic. Like, that's a fucking bum-ass track. You know what I'm saying? So
it is not timeless in any means. You know?
It is not timeless at all. So let's be real. He's got one of those burnout careers. And if he doesn't do something insanely drastic and, like, lucrative, then
there's nothing he could
screwed.
do except become more talented and make better music.
He needs to do something different. He needs to do something different. He can't do music.
Yeah, he needs to find something else he's good at. You know what I'm saying? Because.
But the thing is that like the way that he's acting, the way that he's in the news and stuff, like nobody's gonna want to work with him. You know, and he's fucking ignorant. You know, so like let's be real, he's probably gonna fade away. You know.
But who knows? Maybe Christian Rock was holding him back, you know, and maybe Christian Rock was crazy.
Christian Rock was putting him in the limelight, bro. Like,
but only because he had a
crazy
bitch that was
ass
devoted
bitch
to
is
him.
the reason why he's got any money at all.
Probably. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're kind of right. Unfortunately, because I wasn't really watching for him. I was watching for him dealing with her. You know what I really, or her dealing with him. Really, I was watching for her when I think about it. Really, you know what I mean. Yeah, I guess you're kind of right. You're kind of right. You're kind of right. But yeah, speaking of other things, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You need to gain weight because I said something at work, and it was I'm not saying this. It's not you, but I'm saying I'm questioning all skinny niggas in hip hop. I'm calling all of them gay. All skinny niggas in hip hop, if you a certain level of skinny, I'm calling you gay till you prove otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these skinny niggas in hip hop is all coming out gay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? And this right here, my nigga, this right here, my nigga, listen to this nigga.
I'm never a bottom. I'm a top. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. For real. You gotta support me because you feel me.
It's him trying to sound gangster.
I like men. And that's just, it is what it is.
What?
I'm a top. But I'm a top at the end of the day. That's just what's going on.
Oh my god! And there's another picture of I gotta get this. There's another picture of Playboy Cardi. I wish I could show it. I don't know where it went. You know what I mean? But when we bring that up is because this shit here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like NBA YoungBoy is gay. You know what I mean? Even though some people say that's not even him. They say he's a clone now. You know, that's what.
Yeah, what's up with his fucking head, bro? That shit pisses me off. It's like the kid from Hey Arnold.
Oh my god! Yeah, they said he. But anyway, he with his nail polish ass, and he got a nail polish bottle tatted on his arm or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, and it's and Ala McConan, he got excommunicated from the game and everything to a degree, because he came out as gay. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "Hey, I'm him. I've been here. I ain't do shit to y'all. Y'all turned my back on me and held hands together, unfollowed me and everything. And now y'all see I'm the realest thing on earth. And y'all trying to hit me up. So they seen he was with NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? And he exposed a Post Malone DMing him, trying to see what's going. First of all, it just seems weird. I don't know what's going on there. You know what I mean? Can you see it? It says,
Yep. I already read that stuff, to be honest.
yeah. I was like, man, this is weird. You know what I mean? But my question is why? Now, the only person on here that makes sense to me is Sway Lee, because I feel like he a little cold. He might need to. But Metro Boomin, it should be good. Like he should be. He's not like a cold artist. Like
Well, like, I
and
don't know. I just
and
wanted
Post
to
Malone
say,
either isn't a cold
I
artist.
can't believe
Really.
I was like in the middle of texting and we were real quick on the Island Boys shit. But that dude, Island Boys motherfucker, like he's obviously just doing some shit to try and keep his name relevant. I don't know why the fuck anybody's still paying attention to those two idiots. They're running out of money. They owe people a lot of money. They're pretty much negative right now, like $500,000 or more.
Why do they owe
Um,
people money?
there was a guy that they worked with and like made music with or whatever, and like they took all of the revenue from the music and they never gave any to him, and he was like the guy that was like promoting everything and like pretty much making them semi-famous or whatever.
Wow.
So yeah, they like kind of ripped him off, and he was on a podcast and talked about it. Um, I've never seen them on a podcast other than a clip of them on a Logan Paul podcast, and some guy was trying to tell them to sell their jewelry and reinvest so that they could continue to be wealthy. And they took it really offensively and told them to go fuck themselves and left the podcast abruptly. Um,
Wow.
yeah, they're very, very, very immature, stupid. I saw another thing about a guy went and confronted them and whatever, and the Island Boy guy pulled out a gun and he said he was going to shoot him or whatever, and he had to like run away. So it's crazy.
Well,
Those motherfuckers should be in jail. I don't know why they can walk around looking like that without getting the shit stomped out of them. But anyway, and then
oh
moving on
god.
to this I Love Mackinnon thing. I
I love
feel for him.
McCone.
I feel for him with having people hit him up when he's up like that. But I disagree with him putting this on blast. I think he should have just kept it to himself. Be humble, be successful, be better. And the way to be better is to not put things like this on blast. You know, it is what it is. If people don't want to work with you, they don't want to work with you. If they want to be fake, they want to be fake. Then just don't work with them. You know.
Yeah.
But him going out and saying that kind of stuff, it doesn't discredit what's happened to him or discredit those people, being fake. But to me, it just doesn't look good. You know.
The last one is yeah, because I just think all of hip hop is turning gay. That's all I got to say.
I agree.
I think they're all fucking turning gay, and I think there's just I just God. This is a video of him, a video of Kai Cenat getting out of jail.
Sir, what do you want to say to your followers?
What happened to the PlayStations, guys? What happened?
Oh my God. Dude, that's so funny. Paparazzi people are fucking crazy, bro.
The worst.
What happened to the PlayStations, Kai? Yo, oh my God. If I was just some random guy walking by and I heard that shit, I'd just punch that nigga in the face. Like, shut your dumb ass up. You think he's gonna stop right now and talk to you?
So
You just mouthing off for
obnoxious.
no goddamn reason. There's no way that guy's gonna stop and talk to you right now.
I'm gonna have to do that one day. It's funny.
Are you going to charge Kai Cenat?
Yes. The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with multiple counts, at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
Ollie here, 10.
Why does he look like this is a joke? I don't know why I don't know why I feel like he's not like he don't like having to take shit serious. I don't know why I don't know. It just look funny to me. Shit was funny to me. But then this shit was crazy. I was here for the booty shaking. You know what I mean? That's what I was here for. But she was like, I can't get down now. They're gonna rape me if I get down. My thing is that why you he was unhappy that you light ass couldn't do it, so he had to go fuck up somebody's car. Why? Why you had to? Why? Damn, there's a lot going on, man. That's crazy. Man, don't y'all all gotta work? Man, rent is $2,000, man. Y'all all gotta get back to work. Man, how y'all got time to be out here like this? It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The fuck is the deal with that shit,
What is
bro?
going on? What is he doing? He's stealing trucks? What is happening?
Can we be real here?
I gotta go.
What is happening with the truck?
Mute it for a second. Why do I see nothing but fucking black people there causing problems? What's the deal with that shit? Come on, Carl.
Hey, leave us alone.
Come on.
Right? Leave us alone, right?
Yo, I'm just saying.
Hey,
I had somebody else mention it to me, and this is clearly predominantly your race. What's going on here? This is like BLM shit all over again.
People in there.
Man,
like one guy.
They were stomping on people's cars, breaking random people's windshields, stealing cars. They were walking up to people that were outside dining, taking their plates and throwing them at the police, full of food. Why?
Hey, there was like. Let me pause it. I think that guy's white. I think it's like one white guy.
Yeah, like come on, let's be real. It's just like,
listen,
why?
you can't just say it's all us, man. Listen,
look at that, bruh. That's a black guy.
Nah. He might be white.
Light skin.
Yeah,
bro. What's the deal with that?
There was
look,
that
I'm
guy,
not racist.
Look,
right?
a guy named Cody. Look, Cody in the back.
A guy named Cody back there.
Look, he made him do it. He made him do it.
Yo, you know what? His mama go yell at him when he get home.
Oh God!
Look at this, bro.
He might be from Middle. He might be Middle East.
Definitely not.
No. There's a white person around here.
Nope. It's literally just all black people.
You know what? The white guy. The white guy's recording. The white guy's recording.
The white guy's recording. Look, all I'm saying, I don't have anything against black folks. All right, but obviously this particular scenario.
There goes the white guy.
This
the
particular
one
scenario.
White guy in the uniform.
Oh, you mean the cop? But
my
like this
God,
particular scenario,
nah.
it really reminds me of BLM. You know, when they were,
Oh
I don't
God,
know, were you weren't in New York when that was happening, right? No,
nah.
you had moved to Detroit
Where
way
are
long
the
before
white
that.
people? Man, listen, you can get mad at Colin for coming at the black people here, but when after he mentioned it, I went searching through the video clips to find some white people, and I gotta admit, dog, it's real dark, man. It's looking real
Yeah, what y'all
dark.
doing? What y'all doing? You're making yourselves look bad. You're making yourselves look bad, you know? And you're making it bad for
Oh
the good
my
ones. There's so many
God.
fucking good people out there,
Oh my
and it's the same
God.
thing. It's the same thing with white people. It's the same thing with Spanish people. It's the same thing with Asian people. All cultures have the down bad. We got white trash. We got the bean bags. You know what I'm saying? We got it all. Every culture's got it down bad somewhere. All right.
Uh-huh.
But I don't understand why y'all do this stuff in the limelight and like y'all know you bothering innocent people. Like why? I mean, do whatever you want, but stop smashing people's cars and stealing
Yeah.
people's cars and throwing their plates of food at police and like just why? Why?
Being a general nincompoop, like shut up.
And a lot of these people, if you look, they're grown enough to know that what they're doing is wrong. The guy that was stomping on that car had a beard bigger than yours. All right.
Oh my
So
God.
for that guy to be doing that, it's like, man, you gotta be in your late 20s. Grow the fuck up, you
Yeah,
know? And
man.
he thinks, I'm telling you right now, he thinks he was turning the fuck up and that shit was lit. And I bet you he shared that video to fucking everybody he knows.
Yeah,
So,
except the
you
police
know,
that's coming to file the nigga that owns the car.
it's just
Like,
it's
listen,
just
motherfucker,
sad.
I
It's
own that
just
car.
sad that
Like,
that whole situation is like that culture enables it. You
if
know,
my
it
car was
allows
parked
it.
on that block, they would have been like, somebody fucked that car up already. Just pick another one.
Because like here's the thing. There was another thing and they went around doing an interview after it happened and they were interviewing people that were involved, you know?
Hmm.
And they interviewed these three young black kids and you know what they said? Instead of saying something like it got out of control, they said that shit was a movie. They were lit. You know what I'm saying? That shit
Oh
was
my
fun to them.
God.
It was fun that 65 people got arrested. It was fun that people got hurt. It was fun that people's property got damaged. It was fun that people's lives were in danger. It was, fucking
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? You shutting down the subways. People couldn't get home to work. People couldn't get to work. People couldn't do anything because you are out being an ignorant fucking nincompoop and fucking being reckless upon everybody else's lives and belongings. So grow the fuck up. Why is that culture enabling that kind of stuff to happen regularly? Like,
Well,
dude,
I think that the worst parts of our culture are being propped up to distract us, to keep us docile, to keep us. It's like, yeah, it's to keep us down. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna like the 19 Keys guy be sharing or the other guys or any other conscious guys. They're not gonna. That's not the people that you're gonna see getting thousands and thousands of views, millions and millions and millions of views on everything and shit. Like it's not. That's just not what they're pushing. That's not what they want. You know what I mean? They don't want us to. They don't want it. You know what I mean? I don't know for whatever. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid or something. But that's what it is. It's not even just black people. It's the American populace because they want us to be easier
yes.
to be controlled. You know what I mean? So they want to keep us distracted with bullshit. You know what I mean? So that we're never actually
Bullshit like
focused
some
enough.
random Twitch streamer giving away
Yeah,
PlayStations and causing a riot.
yeah, because this isn't because that's the
Not
thing.
real news.
Remember
Not
we
real
said
news.
before how he doesn't add any value to the like it's pure empty calories. It's like he's like the version of like a bag of
Kai
chips.
Senate, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He's not adding any good to the world.
He's not. He's like a literal
I
bag of
saw
chips.
somebody comment on who Kai Senate is and like what he does for the world, and they said he raises people's children who don't want to raise their children.
Yeah.
Like that's basically like saying, when the parent gives their kid the iPad and says, "All
Yep.
right, go fuck off now," And those kids that get the parent that says, go fuck off now, are going and watching Kai Cenat being funny, ha ha ha, and wasting their life away, melting their brain, watching this guy's useless content.
I know people that watch him, and dude, I just can't, like, oh, he doesn't talk about nothing at all. Like, I've seen a little bit of it.
He reminds me of like a high school girl. He
I've seen a
gets
clip of it.
stupid excited about fucking everything. He's always
Yeah.
screaming and fucking sounding like a little bitch. It's just fucking stupid. I don't know.
But anyway, man, yeah. Damn, what did I do? Did I not save it? I was gonna talk about it. Did I not save it in the thing? Oh, fuck. Oh yeah. I did. Okay. Anyway, so Charles, come in, Charles. Please come in, Charles. Oi, Charles here with the news and the headlines to keep you lads informed what's happening in the world. Let you know what's going on here, man. First story up here, NBC News reports 3 of Lizzo's former dancers have accused the singer of sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment, according to a lawsuit filed on Tuesday. They also allege that she peer pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club, and they subjected the group to an excruciating audition and after leveling false accusations that they were drinking on the job, as well as some other reports of fat shaming and many other accusations. Seems like Lizzo's a big pain in the butt for a lot of people who have to work with her. So stay tuned for more updates on that story. What's going on there with the big lady? Next one up. NBC News reports Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that he and his wife, Sophie Trudeau, are separating. The Prime Minister said in a statement posted on Instagram that he and his wife had, quote, many meaningful and difficult conversations prior to their decision, according to their joint statement. As always, we remain a close family with deep love and respect for each other and for everything we have built and we will continue to build. He wrote, there's no continuing there, mate. So that's the end, isn't it? Anyway, I'd like BBC Now to give a little update as to what exactly is going on with the Trump situation and to put it all in perspective for us, for him and his indictments and his wish to be president and all that. So I'm just going to let him take it away, yeah?
Connection with his widespread efforts to overturn the 2020 election, even as he remains the Republican frontrunner for 2024. This indictment is the first to get to the heart of the matter. Can a sitting leader of the country spread lies to hold on to power even after voters reject him? The indictment focuses on Trump's efforts to retain power after the 2020 election and the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. It accuses Trump of 3 conspiracies: to defraud the United States, to obstruct the certification of the Electoral College vote, and to deprive people of their civil right to have their votes counted. Trump is also at the center of at least 3 other criminal investigations at both the state and federal levels into matters related to his business and political careers. Trump has been indicted in 3 of these inquiries, and trial dates for 2 of these cases have been set for 2024. He could still face charges in the 4th inquiry, with the cases expected to unfold as he runs for president again. Trump is still polling as the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination. So how would these cases impact his ability to run for president? Well, we don't really know. Even if he's convicted, he can still run, as there are no constitutional limitations based on character or criminal record to run for federal office. Legally, Trump would remain eligible to be president even if he were imprisoned. Eugene Debs campaigned from a prison cell more than a century ago, but no major party candidate has ever done it. If Trump goes to prison, it would be more difficult to continue his campaign, but it's very unlikely that he could be disqualified from appearing on ballots. If Trump were to be elected from prison, it would create an unprecedented situation that would almost certainly need to be resolved by the courts. It's impossible to say what the Supreme Court would do if the question reached it.
Well, it's ridiculous to know that you can run for president while you're in fucking prison, mate, and you wouldn't even be the first one to do it, bruv. It just hasn't been done in a while because people have forgotten just how crazy things can get when a man will not give up what he's trying to fucking accomplish. Anyways, for more information on these headlines, feel free to do your own fucking research. And with that, back to you, Charlie.
God damn.
Amazing world we live
Well,
in.
I tell you what, that motherfucker Trump, if he's running, that might be the first time I vote.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like I need Trump to be president again. I don't know why.
I feel like America needs Trump really bad. Trump needs to like never be on social media ever again.
I agree with
But other than that, he's a fucking stellar president. I mean, like, not going to say he's the best president we've ever had because I don't know enough to make that opinion. Hopefully,
here's why I love Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump.
Oh, play the clip. Play the clip. Play the clip.
I have to play it. I'm gonna play it now, and I'm gonna play it again later after the Brand Builder segment. But I'm just playing it now just because where did he go? Where'd he go? He got so excited that he fucked off. How excited he got. Because the clip is amazing. The clip is amazing, bro.
We have somebody that's not at the top of his game, never was at the top of a game, never was. We have a guy who's a dumb son of a bitch, and to allow this to happen, we have somebody.
Oh my God! Like we have somebody that's a dumb son of a bitch. I need a president that will say that. I need that. I need that. Oh my God. My guy got so excited that he clipped it off. He clipped it off.
My laptop died, but luckily I'm right here in my hotel room. Plug that bitch in, turn it right back on.
Yeah, I'm happy to play it again. Because like,
go ahead.
I was just saying, I need a president that like I like. You just kept this so.
No other president in the history of the world has ever used profanity. He's the only one. Besides, accidentally saying something, he meant to call that motherfucker a bitch.
Yeah. Like a dumb son of a bitch.
That's not at the top of his game, never was at the top of a game, never was. We have a guy who's a dumb son of a bitch, and to allow this to happen, we have somebody that's not at the top of his game, never was at the top of a game.
He's a straight shooter, man.
He's a straight shooter. And you know something? It made me think about me wanting to run for president, right? And I respect his criticism. We have someone that was never at the top of his game, was never at the top of any game. He's a dumb son of a bitch.
I love
dumb son of a bitch. Like, and the thing is, bro, you're right. Before you get to run for president, you gotta prove. All right, you gotta prove some competence out here. You gotta run a business. You gotta prove that you're on the top of your game. All right, that you know you're making good decisions. All right, you have to prove that through enterprise.
The only thing Joe Biden ever did was suck political dick.
That's all he ever did, and he didn't even do that good enough, did he? Yeah, I guess he shook the right hands enough. I guess he's president, but that's it. Only to be a mouthpiece and a puppet for the fucking Democratic Party. That's barely a fucking life. You know what I mean? But I want to hear Donald Trump just do it one more time.
Never was. Never. We have a guy who's a dumb son of a bitch, and to allow this to happen, we have somebody that's not at the top of his game, never was at the top of a game, never was. We have a guy who's a dumb son of a bitch, and to allow this.
Dumb son of a bitch. God damn.
He never was. I love it. I love it, dog. I don't care, man. He kept it up.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And Trump makes me feel like I could be president because Trump's smart, but Trump, but at the same time, Trump is just not taking this shit and he's keeping it 100. And you can just tell the authenticity. He's just saying what he feels, man. Like, listen, man, come on, man. Can't beat that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? In my almost 30 years as being a human being in the United States of America, I have never seen more campaign things, more people supporting stickers, flags, things all over people's houses, all over businesses, Trump flags, Trump stickers, Trump, vote for Trump, Trump 2024. I even see people still have their Trump 2020 stuff still up, and their 2016 stuff still up, and like if he doesn't win this upcoming election, I will truly believe that it's rigged. The last one, I don't know. I guess it could still be up in the air. There's a lot of people that'll throw a bunch
and
of facts all over the place.
Especially if it's him versus Biden. Especially if it's him versus Biden.
Then there's something really fucking
versus
wrong.
That sleepy really fuck. The Democrats, if they have any wiseness, they will put someone else. They'll tell Sleepy Joe to go sleep. All right. Even though I think he just announced he's gonna run for fucking I think Joe Biden said he's going to run for president again. I think, you know what I mean. And dude, you're like dead already. Like dog, like why? Just
You're
go
dead already.
sip some lemonade on a porch in the South somewhere, nigga. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. Right? The
Sip some
fuck.
lemonade on the porch in the South somewhere.
Oh
my God.
get the fuck out of here already, bro. Like, God.
That was the most respectful fuck off I've ever heard. Oh man.
Oh my God. Hey, look, so why don't you hey, it's brand for the segment, man.
Hey man, we're back and better than ever with rainy days. I got a new design coming out this fall. I was supposed to release it August 1st, but a lot of things have kept me behind
Yeah.
from doing that. You could probably click that highlights thing. There's a ton of stuff on there that you can just play for the people.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I have some stuff coming out. I have 2 new shirt designs coming out and a hoodie design that's going to come out later. The shirt design, I'm going to have the rainy days image, the one that's the profile picture. All the people can see it. You don't have to click on it. Oh, it's actually the image that I have right now on screen, the one that I put on my display. That's going to be the front of the shirt. It's going to say rainy days down the side of the image, like sideways.
Yeah.
And then on the back of the shirt, what I was going to do is I was going to have like mental things like anxiety, depression, paranoia, and like a small description of whatever it is. And then on checkout, you can choose whichever one suits you, you know? So it's like a wearing your heart on your sleeve kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was thinking that was pretty cool. I had a lot of people, especially people that, you know, that kind of stuff relates to them. They loved it, you know? So I'm excited to put that out for people. And then I have another shirt that's more strictly just going to be an image that Jordan generated for me using artificial intelligence. So I have the rights to the image and to be able to use it whatever I want. So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah.
You know, I really it's come to surface for me that like, you know, even if you have people helping you, you can never rely on anybody but yourself. It always comes down to the end of the day. It's always coming down to just you.
Yeah.
You know? Also, that picture, dude, this page is just doing so good. 600 followers now. I mean, I remember the last time we looked at it, it was like 400 followers. Look at all these posts, 400 likes, 140 likes. Fucking every post on there now has got likes, fucking over 100. 2 hours ago, people just still tagging it like crazy. But and I haven't even Blake hasn't even posted on there in a long time. I mean, look at the views on some of these reels. Like fucking some of them are like 20,000, 22,000, 20,000, 20,000. Insane. God bless that page. But you know, just little things like that that's helping me grow. Rainy Days page is over 100 followers now. I'm on Threads. If you go over to, if you click Rainy Days again, and then you click it's right there. You just click at Rainy Days. It's right there. No, you fucking. You just click Rainy Days in the bio. It's in the bio, yeah. And then you can click the Threads thing on that account. And that I've been doing a lot of work on.
Oh, I like this. I need to do this. I need to do more like this. Damn.
Yeah. So I've been working really, really hard on Threads. It's just more things that I can do to bring attention to the Rainy Days brand, you know?
Yeah.
Even if these people never fucking buy a t-shirt or a hoodie ever, it's more to do with my brand. It brings in more people, more attention. So who knows? Somebody could share this picture to a friend, and then that friend winds up clicking on the store and buying a hoodie. or fucking who cares? They could go down 5 different friends, send it to this guy, send it to that guy, send it to your mom, and this for whoever. And one of those people eventually buys something. That's what it's all about. You got to go for the 0.0001%. And you keep stacking all those up until you get 1%, 2%, 5, 10%. And then that's how the brand expands. You have to do everything you can to bring attention to your brand. And that's what these pages are for. That's what a lot of the things I do are for, like the business cards. I have made 500 business cards. I've handed out almost every single one of them, and I've maybe gained 440 followers from it, which is not a lot considering I handed out 500. But guess what? I still got some. So that is where it adds up. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't do any of that, guess what? I would have 40 less followers. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just stacking it up. Do every little thing you can to bring attention to your brand. And oh yeah, dude, please check out the scroll down to the bottom there and click back to website. Click back to site right there, and it'll bring you to the Rainy Days site. I've done a lot of work to make this new. So it says like hoodies now available, new shirts designs. Click the about section right there, and then it's got like the whole thing. It explains the brand a little bit. Damn, it doesn't look too good on your computer, but for me on mobile and on my computer, the text is very organized. But yeah, so I have like a little, I made, it's called a, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called, but
my computer's a MacBook. Thank you very much.
When you put text in front of a website thing, like if you look down there where I wrote store.rainydays.org, that clickable link, that is like not easy to do. So like I have it also where it's like about.rainydays.org. So you can click on that and it'll bring you to the about page as well. So it was not easy for me to make those links, and it took me quite a while, but I figured it out. So that's why if you look in most of the bios on my social medias now, it will say store.rainydays.org because it will bring them straight to this page.
Nice. So you got a real store they can order from.
Yeah, you can go on there and buy a hoodie and it will show up at your house.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's just, what's going for now. But, it's slowly but surely. I don't have anybody working for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it all myself.
Slowly but surely is how you do it.
You scroll down a little bit, you'll see I have a newsletter there that people can subscribe to get release dates and previews on future designs. And there's a donate button for some reason if somebody wants to help my brand do any better. And I also have a donate button on Twitter, but it only accepts cryptocurrency, and the one on the website only accepts credit cards. So it is what it is. I've never had anybody donate. I don't expect anybody to donate, but why would I not have the button there? As somebody that doesn't have a lot of money, I'm not wealthy. I'm not soon to be wealthy. So I do need help.
I wish I could play this clip to the Colin in the past. That was when I said I just wanted to have like a Cash App in the description. What if I don't even mention it?
Because you just started, bro. It just looks so bad. Back in July of 2021. Yeah, you just had nothing. You just started. So to immediately put the donate button was crazy. When I put the button on my shit, I already had 20,000 followers. I had already provided for my followers for a very long time, every single day tweeting. So, at that point it was like, all right, and now I've given y'all a lot of my time, a lot of my content, my thoughts. Now, if you want to give me something back, not just here I am. All right, now I'm here. Anybody want to give me any money? It's like, wait, you didn't even do anything. Now, who are you? So that's what I meant by that.
All right. Fair enough.
But yeah,
money, day one, money, day one.
Bottom, you'll see it has the social medias and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how everything works.
At least on your site, it's still a bird.
Yeah, right.
Even though it's not anymore.
Dude, look at that. So the new thing with Twitter, it shows all my popular tweets instead of like my newest ones. Look at all my old tweets. Look at how good my profile used to do before Elon took over. Look at it. Thousands and thousands and thousands of likes. What the fuck happened to Twitter, Elon? The fuck happened to Twitter? Huh? Where'd all my fucking followers go? Why are all my likes not going up? Huh? Why am I tweeting now and I get 50 likes? What happened to my thousands and thousands of likes on all my fucking tweets? Huh? So I'm just saying, Elon put Twitter in the fucking trash can.
Twitter X, man.
It's over, man. Twitter's done.
At least you still have the bird there. You know they're selling iPhones with the Twitter logo still in it for like thousands of dollars.
What?
Like 70, like I'm talking like $10,000, like iPhones
that still have the Twitter logo?
Yeah, like still have the the old Twitter logo.
I still have the Twitter logo.
Yeah, people are selling like on your phone, like when your phone, like on your face. Yeah, people are selling iPhone.
I don't understand. You mean the app? If you didn't update the app and it still says the Twitter shit?
It still has the Twitter logo, yeah.
Yeah, mine's still like that. Damn, might as well just go sell my phone then.
And hang on, look.
I'll look it up. People selling phone with Twitter app.
Look, yep. Notable among the listings, an eBay post is offering an iPhone 11 Pro Max with an old version of the Twitter app with the old branding for a jaw-dropping $25,000. Other sellers are demanding a bit more reasonable, between $800 and $15,000 for used iPhones with the Twitter app.
Wow, I have to hop on this ASAP.
I'm just saying it's a total thing that I would think that a guy like you would know about because you know about weird shit like this. This seems like something right up your alley that you would know about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, damn, bro, that's crazy.
I'm just saying that's weird. It's weird. But anyway, go follow my homie. I'm gonna try to get it all in the description.
Yeah, just go check me out. The newest things that I'm on is Threads and Blue Sky, but I'm not even on Blue Sky like that. My next code is going to you. All my friends are on Blue Sky except you, Carl. So
okay,
you're the last one. Once my code comes through, you're getting it.
Thank you, man. I'll send you something.
But yeah, so go check me out. Threads.com, Threads.net. Why the fuck did he buy the .net? Threads.net.
You sound so disappointed. It's so disappointed.
It's so stupid, bro.
It is threads.net. I see it up here. Threads.net.
You're a billionaire. Why? Anyway, yeah, go check me out on Threads. Check me out on Instagram. Fuck all that. All my stuff is on
your website.
rainydays.org. That's why I bought that website. That's why I paid so much goddamn money and put so much goddamn time into that website. Just go to my website. It's all there. rainydays.org.
All right. Now, brand building segment. Check it out. Man. You see watch how shitty it's gonna sound.
Hey, what's good, people? Whether it's at everybody work and between class.
But that's not the important part. The important part is the little editing. You know what I mean? That's the I tried with it. I switched it up from the other one because I couldn't find the other. I actually like the other one. I had more, but I couldn't find it quick enough in Final Cut. So maybe I'll go back to it. I like having a little episode pop up. You know what I'm saying? Did I do the thing yet? Did I have your name and your Twitter thing in there yet? When you got to do that, I might not. Let me see. I don't know if I did it. It's hard to tell. I'd have to go back to the exact moment I introduced you. I don't know. Find that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So you see your boy been editing, been working on it.
Well, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
You can see the rainy days pop up in the thumbnails for a second there. You can see that. See it pop up for a second. At least in this video, Mr. Rainy Days. You know what I mean? Pop up was you can see it. That was the first time I did it over there. So at least some video editing is happening, and I don't have some Pedro in Venezuela to go send the fucking clips to.
You know,
You know what I
one
mean?
more
All that.
thing that I'd like to say while we're on the brand building segment, it goes back to what I said about you know, the 1% or whatever, working towards the little things to bring your brand some light, you know.
Yeah.
But it's all about that with everything. If even if you feel like, you know, what you're doing, you're making like the smallest amount of progress, progress is progress, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep going, keep trying. You know, I'm sure there's days where you only have 20 minutes, if that, to go work on something, and you still give it a shot. You know, you still do a little something to get a little somewhere with it, so that next time you pick it up, it's not that bad. You know.
Yeah.
And
You got to start
really,
somewhere.
I'm telling y'all that first of all, don't wait until you have all the perfect stuff to start. All right, don't wait until everything's fucking ready to go, everything's all perfect, whatever. Just
Yep.
fucking, if you have the motivation, send that fucking shit. You
Yep.
know?
Absolutely. I agree. You know what I mean? This is the original setup that well, this is a setup I actually still have right now. You know what I mean? I want it to give me the option to. It's supposed to be the one that sells the bundle. I guess this is it. This is it. This might be it. Yeah. It actually costs less than it used to. It used to cost, yeah. So $169. That's the mic that I'm talking into right now. The interface that the mic connected to coming to the eye. That's my setup that I have right now. You know what I mean? And they released an updated version of this. You know what I mean? Like a new version of it. You know what I mean? And that's this machine right here. You know what I'm saying? And that is this machine that I have right next to me. You know what I mean? So I bought the upgraded version of the one that I currently have. You know what I mean? And also what I also bought was a new mic. You know what I mean? I bought a new mic. The only problem
Yo,
is,
this man's Amazon cart always fucking full. 10 items.
oh my god, this not even my thing. At least it shouldn't be. I don't. Yeah, yeah. There's everything I had built from before. Yeah. All right. So the Rode, I chose the Rode Pod mic because it was not that expensive and it also had pretty damn good reviews. You know what I mean? So this is the mic I chose. You know what I mean? The Rode Pod mic. You know what I mean? Rode is a good brand. Rode is the same brand that makes the $700 audio interface that I really, really want for the podcast. Like the reason why I bought this one, even though I still want the other $700 interface, is because I decided that the interface that I use for Freestyle Friday and the interface that I use for my podcast don't have to be the same interface. You know what I'm saying? Like this interface is smaller. It's not as feature latent as the Rodecaster Pro 2, but it doesn't need to be for just Freestyle Friday. You know what I mean? You need all that extra shit for podcasting, adding different media, being able to have a phone call in, do all that other different, like a lot of different stuff that you could do with that other console. You don't necessarily need that for some shit I'm choosing for Freestyle Friday. You know what I'm saying? So this and the other thing I love about this one, even though the Rodecaster, the pod mic doesn't require phantom power, even though I thought it did, but this console does come with phantom power. So that microphone that they're advertising up there, the one that I really want, the short, the SMB7, which that's a cheaper version of the one, but the SMB7, which is like a $400-something microphone, that requires phantom power and certain other things and a gain thing. So if I wanted to get a microphone that's even that good, this thing, because it has phantom power, unlike my original console, it'll be able to power that microphone. So it'll be able to grow.
Yo, I just want to say I'm so glad that I stopped shopping on Amazon, bro. I can't. It just makes me only 2 left in stock. Order soon. I don't even want that, and I want to add it to my cart right now.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
yeah,
this shit is just stressful shopping on
yeah.
Amazon. It
It
makes me
is.
want to buy everything. They
I'm
make
glad I
me
got
feel
mine. My
like,
shit is shipping. My shit is shipping. You know what I'm saying? It's coming.
yo, oh my
It's arriving
God.
Sunday. It's arriving Sunday. You know what I mean? But so yeah, I'm looking forward to having way better audio. And the other thing I love about this mic, two more things about the mic, and I let it go. You see this mic right here in my fucking face. All right. Number one, this mic is what they call a side address mic, which is why it has to be in front of my face for me to talk in through the side of it, through this side, because that's where it's broken. Because if I went like this, as you can hear, Now I'm off axis if I have an end address. But when I come to this side here, so you see, it has to be. I have to talk to it's a side address mic. And the other thing is that it doesn't have a pop filter over it, like how this one's gonna. Like, so I have to have this also in front of my face. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot in my face all the time. You know what I mean? With this mic, it's an end address mic. So I can have
So
it.
what
at
if
the
you take
end,
the
like,
pop filter away? I want to hear what it sounds like.
All right, so this is me with the pop filter on there. Like, because what it does is what I'll give you the exact test that they do on YouTube. Peak peaker pepper pepper picked by pickle pock and pick and pock. Some shit that they have a little rhyme they be doing, but peck and peel pickle pick and pop. Pick and peel pick and Jesus Christ. Hold on,
Yeah, I
peck
see.
and peel. I'll end up blowing out the
No,
mic.
it already was breaking up the audio.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And this mic, the mic really isn't good enough to be able to exist without a pop filter. It sounds so much better with a pop. It's amazing what a pop filter does for this.
I mean, to be honest, like regular talking, it almost sounded the same. But once you made the, it just started blowing out.
Yeah, because it stops what it does is it stops the wind. It breaks up the wind from my mouth hitting the mic. So that way my
right.
vocals
And when
hit
you
the
do
mic.
you're spitting out
you
some
puff
air.
and wind. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what the filter does. So it's what they call plosives. They call them plosives. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what the purpose of the pop. But this one, especially with the one I'm gonna buy over it, it's gonna have the same, ability to make it sound clear and everything, but it's not gonna be this big circle thing that's also taking up. So really, when it's done, it's gonna end up looking like this. Like I'm gonna be the same, but that way I'm gonna be able to get it out my fucking face. That way I'm gonna be able to have it like this, and you'll still be able to hear me just as clear. And matter of fact, it's gonna be better quality, except not directly in my face, which is gonna be fantastic. I can have this shit over to the side and be hitting like that's what I want, baby, to be able to have good quality, and not this shit in front of my face. It'd be annoying for me. Like,
so then, like, what are you gonna do with all this other stuff that you have? Because you keep upgrading. Like, do you sell it on eBay? Do you just throw it in the closet? What do you do with it?
That's what I thought of. I was thinking about that because when I bought this right here makes the one that I'm currently using at this exact moment completely obsolete. You know what I mean? There's no
like, because you know what I wind up doing usually? This is usually how I do everything. I'll buy something medium, right? Somewhere between the best and the worst, right? And then I'll ride out the medium until I can afford the best. And then I usually just never buy anything ever again. I never do the gradual step up to like a little bit better than it went, a little bit better, a little bit better. I usually get something right in the middle and I ride with that until I can afford the best,
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the quickest way to the top and it's the least resistance. It's you don't have to deal with too much bullshit because you're in the middle of the road, So like, yeah, I'd say after you buy this mic, don't buy another mic until you can afford literally the fucking best shit on the market, and do your research because like I'm the same way with everything. Like
here's
I
my
do
thing.
my research through and through.
Here's my thing. The mic I'm gonna get, my next upgrade. I decided I'm gonna lock into the Rode system for now, even though the Shure SMB7 is good and all. You know what I'm saying? But like these Rode mics are good enough. You know what I mean? So like, and the thing is, the audio interface I want is Rode, right? So why are they showing it? Yeah. No, that's not even the mic. It's the upgraded version. So it's not going to show it. Let's go click on that one. Huh? All right, fine. I'll click on it. Damn it, you guys suck. But it's this version here. Yeah. So this mic here is like their this is their podcasting mic, $200 mic. You know what I mean? From what I hear, it's a pretty good mic. It's a pretty good mic. You know what I mean? But I think I might get this one. You know what I mean? The only other mic I'm considering, which is really as competition, is that one that they had an ad for. I was up in the thing. It went away now, but they had an ad for it. It was like the SM. It was because the Shure mics.
MV7.
Yeah.
MV7.
Yeah. Because that microphone right there is they know why they made that microphone. S what? MV7, something like that, or something like that. Yeah, the reason why they made that microphone is because they knew that microphone that's the creme de la creme is too fucking expensive. You know what I mean? They knew that, even though it's the best microphone ever. Not ever, but kinda. You know what I mean? Uh so they selling this shit knowing that. But yeah, that's the one I'm probably gonna end up getting. If it's not the one that I said, then the road one, then it's gonna be this shit here from Shure. You know what I mean? Because they just got it in a Clover clutch, man. Nothing I could do about it.
There it is, the MV7.
This is the
Oh,
one.
you want the SM7B?
No, that's the one that, remember when you said the best.
That's the
That's
best of the best right there.
you've heard that microphone already. Guarantee you, if you've ever heard a podcast, whatever podcast you listen to, I'm telling you, that's the microphone. Like that was some like probably that's probably what Joe Rogan
That
uses
is
or some
the
shit.
microphone.
That
yeah.
is the
So
microphone.
I want to ask you, is that microphone,
And this is his little
is it
brother.
like is it like versatile in any way? Like, can you rap with that too?
Yeah, there's people that have used it to rap. There's the girl that uses it to sing. People have made hit records on this microphone
Okay,
as
okay.
well. You know what I mean? But it is for but it could be for music for speech. Like look, it's a $400.
Like, I'm gonna keep it, like I'm gonna keep it real with you. I did something very similar today. I went out and I bought a gun hide, and it was a really cheap one. And I know it was cheap when I bought it, and I know the one that I want. The one that I want's like $200, $300, $400. So
Yeah,
I bought a $20 one that's just gonna do for now.
yeah,
And I only bought it because I only had a righty holster, and it doesn't work well for me, so I had to get a lefty one.
yeah,
And the guy had suggested me. He was super serious. Like, he was like, "I'm telling you, man, don't buy any of this crap. Go to this other place, buy the good one. You'll fucking trust me, it's worth it." And I heard him out, but I didn't want to tell him I'm too broke to afford that right now, so that's why I'm gonna
yeah,
buy a cheaper one. But same thing. I mean, yeah, it's only $20, and yeah, it's pretty shitty, but it does the job for now. And guess what? I'm gonna keep saving, and I'm not gonna buy another one until I can afford that one that I know is gonna last me the rest of my life.
yeah,
So that's the whole point. That's kind of where I was going with that. Is like, it doesn't hurt to just get something that works for the time being.
yeah, yeah,
Even though, yeah, that mic that you want is only $150 more than the one that you bought, it's still like, you can't afford to shell all that out right now just for the mic.
I'll
Like,
tell you what I was gonna do. And I don't care. I'm gonna end up doing it anyway. See, because the thing is, I don't. It's not one mic I'm worried about buying. I gotta buy 4 of these mics for a podcast setup. It's not just me on this mic here. You know what I'm saying? This is for
well, why
Freestyle
don't you
Friday. That's
call
one
me
thing.
after the podcast, and
You
I'll
know what I
tell
mean?
you about how to do that for not full price.
You know, here's what I'm saying. I gotta buy 4 of them. So when I look at a 200,
Uh,
so when I look at a 200,
not really.
so when I look at a $250 mic, I'm looking at $1,000. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, give
if
me
I
a
want to get
call after the podcast, and I'll help you work that out for
so
not
what I
$1,000.
so what I was really gonna do was I was gonna buy 3 of these mics for everyone else, and then get myself the mic I want. I get the good mic. I get the best mic. So I get to sound the best just for the record. I get to sound just a little bit better. I get to sound the host gets to sound just a little bit smoother, just a little bit better. No, that's fucked up.
So wait, why 4?
Huh? It needs
Why
to be
4?
more than 4, but the reason why I'm stopping at 4,
Needs to be more than 4? You want to have more than 4 people on your podcast?
um, potentially, yeah, but for in the for
That
right
is chaos.
for right now, um, I'm gonna stop at 4 because I was thinking about this the other day because my plan. I've already decided I'm probably gonna use iPhones for the cameras. I'm gonna use iPhones. I'm gonna go
There's
buy.
no reason to not. The
I'm gonna
guy that I was just on his podcast, he uses the iPhone for the camera.
but I'm gonna get like maybe 2 or 3 of them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use.
He does camera work, and he literally told me, unless you get a DSLR, there's no reason to get something more than the newest iPhone.
Yeah,
Like, you don't. Yeah, it's literally like stupid to purchase an independent camera for the same price as something that does so much more and has
Exactly.
instant capabilities to access with MacBooks and stuff like that, because he does the same thing as
And
you.
to
He has
airdrop it.
everything transfers. Yeah.
Exactly. So exactly. So now I don't got to worry about no SD card, no dongles, no nothing. So if I just get this shit, boom, drop it, boom. Now I can edit everything. That's exactly what I was thinking. So and with that, right? I bought two. The mic that I plan to use for my YouTube videos was for a different thing. Those are wireless mics, right? So to me, it's like if I'm using iPhones to record it anyway, and I just connect those mics to one of the iPhones, you know what I mean, and connect those. Now I can have 6 mics recorded. You know what I mean? At least for a bit. I have to look up the runtime of those wireless mics to see if they could survive a 2-hour podcast. But I think they probably could if I look it up. You know what I'm saying? But still, so and even if not, I could get another pair of them and switch them out. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if they start to die, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, to make it wireless, because I'm going to use iPhones. You know, because the iPhone footage is amazing. You know what I mean? It's probably not on my Instagram no more, but let me see if I can find it. And after I really need to go to. It's sad. It's okay. Let me see if I can find. It's probably not in my stories no more. Let me see. Is it? Let me see. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, it's some dumb shit. No, it's not in my. Maybe if I could go in my archives, I could show you. I was wanted to show y'all this footage.
Wait, whoa. What was that thing you shared about national parks being free?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That is such a lie.
Let me see. What was I looking for? What was I gonna? Archive. Is it This is your activity, not archives. I want a story. Stories replies. Stories, not story replies. Not voted Elon. What about? What about? Looking for. It's supposed to be able to show me mine if I wanted to see it.
Oh, okay. See, that was trippy. It's literally just for one day that everybody can enter national parks for free.
I give up on that. But yeah. I don't know the laws specifically was with that.
Yeah, just so y'all know, don't get trippy about what Carl posted to his story. It's literally just today.
Wow.
Literally just today that you can go in. And the only reason why, guess why you can go into a park for free today? Because fucking Donald Trump supported that shit. He signed some fucking Outdoors Act. Good for him. God bless that man.
So yeah, this is the next purchase for
Oh, hell yeah. Whoa. No. Carl, let me tell you right now. You only need a DJI Mini SE. You don't need the 3. You don't need the 2. Trust me. I have a DJI Mini SE. I don't think you need anything more than that. If you want, go ahead, but 2.7K is incredibly high quality. And
this is the next purchase that I've done my little bit of research, you know what I mean, and with the price point that I'm willing to spend on it, and the stuff did there all together, yeah, this is gonna be.
I'm just saying, it's like a car. You're going to crash it bad several times. Do not buy a brand new drone. Buy a shitty one, fly it around for a little while, crash it a couple times, then send it back, get your money back, and buy a fucking new one. All right, I'm telling you, you're gonna crash it bad. It is not like driving a car. It's not like riding a bike. It's not like swimming. It's not like walking. It's fucking very difficult. It's like learning how to fly a fucking fighter jet. All right. So just be aware there's a very steep learning curve to flying these things, and you can't take you see that drone shot they're doing like that? You're not going to be able to get footage like that. It's going to take you a very long time to get that steady with the camera and be able to get footage like that. It's not easy, trust me. So just don't let them oversell you on something that takes a lot of skill to get the shots that they're showing.
Yeah, I'm flying off the rail. All right, now, and I'm totally gonna do it. I'm totally gonna do it.
Although I'm just saying, I took my drone all over the country, 39 states, and there are all these shots that they're doing. They're fucking sketchy.
So
You
what?
fly that drone in that kind of wind, bro. Let me tell you right now, your heart's gonna be pounding so fast, you're not gonna be able to fly that drone straight.
So which one you said it's a DJI what?
DJI Mini SE. It's the first one that they made with the gimbal on the camera, so it still stays steady while you're flying it. Look at that. Is the DJI Mini SE still worth it in 2023? That's crazy. That's even a video.
Of course it is. All I want is footage. I want to see footage.
There you go.
High settings. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here.
I mean, do you really need to spend $500 more to get a little bit better quality? You know, it's up to you, but I'm telling you, the DJI Mini SE, you can get it for $250, $300, and that other one you're gonna be paying about $700-800 for it. So
yeah, the really.
I'm just saying, buy a cheaper one, crash it a few times, then I'm telling you, then you can buy a better one.
Well, maybe I might take the idea of buying another drone to practice flying. You know what I mean?
Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, I crashed mine, and I'll tell you, they are fucking rugged. Because I crashed mine into a rock at about 30 miles an hour, and it's still trucking. So, but yeah, it's fucking hard to fly, man. It's not easy. So just understand that. Bring it out to an open area, fly it a lot before you try and get any videos like this near water or near trees or driving fast or out in places where you're not really, And also, there's a lot of limitations to these things. Depends on where you are, but I've been in places where it didn't even let me take off.
Yeah,
I've been in places where you're only allowed to go up 10 feet, 30 feet, stuff like that. And not even anywhere near an airport or a military base or any type of buildings, nothing. I've been in the middle of nowhere and it only let me go up 10 feet, So it's restrictions due to like the states and stuff like that. A lot of politicians have banned them. So yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, that's stupid. But yeah, it seems that look, I see the 2.7K is good quality. You know what I mean? It's good quality. It's just still I need but you know what? I'll see the you know what I'll see? Let me see. You know what I mean? How much they running it for?
And save $30. See, you could get it for $259.
$259 where?
Yeah, $289 with a $30 coupon. Right there, the first one.
Oh,
that's not that's a sponsored thing. Get out of there.
Yeah, and that's not even DJI. That's another brand.
Yeah.
Hang on. DJI.
That's it right there. It's sold out. The DJI Mini SE quadcopter with remote controller. I bought mine off of Amazon, and it was renewed. It was like that one right there where it says renewed in the little thing to the left.
Oh yeah. Oh, so this is it here? It's just sold out?
That's literally the one that I bought, yeah.
So now we're gonna tell me how much it was going for, man. Come on.
I bought it.
That was good. That's good.
Yeah, I bought it. Mine was cheaper than that. I think mine was $289.
Refurbished?
I paid, it was under $300, the one that I bought.
And it comes with the remote, but the remote control you got to plug your phone into though.
Yeah, you have to do that with all of them.
No, you don't. Not the one with the Mini 3 Pro.
I don't know. I'd rather have it on my phone. It goes directly to it.
Let me see. What, the footage? No. The footage is.
I mean, like.
I see what you're saying.
Just think about it like this, though.
But like, you see this remote control? Just
think about it like this, though. If you break that remote controller, you know how much of a fucking bitch that's gonna be. At least My phone, I paid $150 for it. If I got to get a new phone, another $150, whatever. But that controller, I don't know, bro. If you feel more comfortable with that and you want to spend 600, then go for it, you know. But I'm just saying,
This is that mini. This is that mini three.
if you do buy that one,
This isn't even the one I was gonna buy. This is the less expensive. This is a step down.
Man.
This is the mini 3. I was gonna buy the DJI Mini 3 Pro, which is
Look,
for this.
Man, I'm not even gonna try and convince you anymore. I'm just gonna let Carl do what he does, and then you can call me when you crash it, and I'll love to hear about it.
I am gonna crash it.
You are gonna crash it, 100%.
Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the one I want anyway. I'm gonna crash it. I'm gonna crash because it's just an amazing drone, man. I gotta get it. Man. It's an amazing drone.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Let's just be real. Carl's the kind of guy where you spend all your money on the best of the best immediately, and you don't care what anybody else has to say about it. If Carl wants it, Carl.
Hey, look, I got a used Mac, right?
Yeah, but that was pulling teeth all the way until the very end. You didn't even tell me you ordered a used Mac. I had to figure that shit out myself. You tried to keep that on the low.
Oh my God. You said tried to keep that on the low. You funny, man. All right.
And not even because you just didn't want me to know. You didn't care about anybody else. You just knew me. I was trying to convince you to get something used, and you were like, nah.
He says, maybe you're right. But all right, I got you. Let me just I'm gonna play a Freestyle Friday and just a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna cut it off when I get back, at least a little while after I get back. Even though this one's not even that long. But anyway, hey, I gotta do something, so I gotta put on my shirt and shit for work. I gotta get ready for work. So give me a second. I'll be right back. And enjoy this Freestyle Friday, hopefully. Freestyle Friday, kicking it real. I'm keeping it real, and I will not yield. I will not yield. One last thing about brand building segment. Even though this freestyle was just off the tie, it doesn't fully reflect all the ideas I have for but I will not yield is a motivational phrase that I didn't come up with it. Like thousands of men in battle and shit in the past, and people yelling at shit when their worst moments and shit. You know, it's already a motivational phrase that has already worked for hundreds of years. All right, I didn't make it up. All right, it's just not very popular right now. You know, for whatever reason. I looked up on hashtag I will not yield on Instagram, and it basically doesn't exist. You know what I mean? How could such an empowering phrase not exist in today's society for that is already existed? It's weird. So I wanted to popularize that phrase. That was gonna be some of the angle I was taking on when I started making my fitness videos a while from now. I'll start making my fitness videos. But yeah, that's all. Just I will not yield is a concept I came up with. Because I've been coming up with progress over perfection, I will not yield, stay vigilant. There's another one I can't remember right now. But these are all things that eventually when I have a merch line, I'm going to have on shirts, all sayings, and I'm going to be putting in my stories and shit, motivational sayings, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I will not yield, stay vigilant. There's a couple other ones that I'm going to, just some good phrases, some good tennis and shit. Anyway, enjoy Freestyle Friday. To the lazy spirit that wants to sit down, I will not yield. I'm keeping it real. Feel like Steph Curry, shooting from the field. I know that it hurts. I know how it feels, but I will not yield. I will not yield. What? You got all the doubts? Yeah, that shit I don't want to hear. I'm a real battler. I'm a warrior in the field. I hear what they talking about. I swear to God, I don't care. I will not yield. I will not yield. I know what it take, my nigga. I'm taking it step by step. Ooh, I'm thanking God for every week He give me breath. Ooh, I'm giving it all I got till I got nothing left for real. I will not yield. I will not yield. I need me a couple of mil. I need me a fucking deal. I can probably do this shit independent, man, for real. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know how long it takes for real, but I know I will not yield. I will not yield. That spirit in me is strong, nigga. I know it's for real. I know that I got what it takes, my nigga. I'm keeping it real. It's just one step, my nigga. This here's only the beginning. It's a game, nigga. It's a long haul, and you know that I'm in it. I know what I gotta do, nigga. Every week I'm keeping it real. I'm coming through, nigga. You know I ain't stopping till I get some meals, and I win a deal. I'm keeping it real. The battle get real when you out there in the field. Them niggas I don't know what it takes to get killed. I will not yield. I will not yield. I know I might get killed, man. I be sleeping on the roof for real. Trying not to hit a truck, trying not to get a car crash for real. But fuck, I will not yield. I will not yield. My chest be hurting, nigga, doing push-ups for real. On top of working so many hours, my nigga don't know how to feel. I know I'm sleep deprived, my nigga, I know my mental down. But I don't give a fuck, nigga, I ain't never gonna wear no frown. My nigga, I keep it real. I'm a warrior in the field. I know this battle is hard, but I know I gotta keep it real, nigga. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. I will not yield. Niggas, they think they better than me. How? We'll see how that look. Yeah, you was the better boy, the better man. The long I took, you know how long I took. I'm keeping it real, but I will not yield. I will not yield. I'm a warrior and I'm swinging my sword and I'm off in the field. I feel like Steph Curry, I'm shooting this shit, I'm gonna switch for real. Every week I come through, my nigga, you got it, I'm keeping it real. Off top, my nigga, I will not yield, and I will not yield. My spirit is made of iron, nigga, that shit made of steel. That shit ain't eroded, no nothing, my nigga, for real. Every week I come through, give me my spirit, I give you my skill. And I will not yield, and I will not yield. Nigga, I've been running laps. Every time I get up on this beat, you know I'm finna snap. Every time I talk some shit, I cannot take it back. I be mad when I touch on myself, gotta erase the track. I be like somebody that's my listen, they get angry. Ain't nobody gonna listen to this shit and thank me. All the motivation I give them, the shit I show. All the reason why a nigga like me gonna grow. Now I'm working hard, I got the money, I invested me. Cause the production level rising up, and I hope y'all see. Every little week I'm spending something, I go buy some next. Now the niggas can't fuck with me, I'm checking them checks. Putting them checks on me now instead of them bitches. I just love when the inversion is switches. Fuck that, I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek at some shit over here. Let me move this out the way. Yeah, it's a sneak peek of some shit over here. I think I gotta X this one out. Yeah, I'm gonna re-record it when my new mic comes, and it's gonna be changes to it, I believe, that I might want to make. You know what I'm saying? But I'm real excited for it. You know what I'm saying? And no one's gonna listen to this anyway. So no, I'm real excited for it. So I'm gonna play it knowing that it's gonna change in the future, but still enjoy what should be the next one dropping. It's not gonna let me come on, do the right thing, do the right thing. Okay, all right, don't want to play. I know how to get it to play. It's just annoying. I have to fucking quit Audacity out all the way. All right, little hoe ass Audacity, and relaunch it. You know what I'm saying? Then go to file and go to open. Open that bitch up. Now it should let me play it. Anyway, just a sneak peek.
I'm gonna just let you know,
Okay.
since you changed to the MacBook, I haven't been able to hear the intro music, the headlines, news music,
I
or
know.
anything that you play. I don't know why.
You didn't hear that just now?
Nothing. Not even a peep.
That you should have heard, because that was oh wait. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try it one more time. Tell me if you hear this.
Okay.
You heard that?
Nope.
Wait.
Nope.
You ain't hear none of that?
Nothing.
Okay.
I see it going, like the little green thing on your screen showing that music, like sounds coming out, but
Yeah.
I don't hear it through my headset or on my computer at all.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I gotta, you know what? I think
Which
it
is
also,
something that's fine for me, but if you're having future guests, they're probably gonna want to hear that stuff.
I think what's happening is that before on my other computer, which is shittier, I had it connected via USB. You know what I mean? So because it was USB to USB-C in the console, on the computer, it showed up AMZ 220. Like it knew what device it was connected to. Like it knew what was going on. Now with this
Right.
MacBook, I don't have it connected via the USB-C port. I have it connected via the headphone jack. You know what I mean? So I feel like the MacBook is just looking at it just as it says, external headphones. It's just like,
Yeah.
these are just whatever. It's not looking at it like, oh, this is a whole audio fucking console I'm connected to.
Interface,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So I feel like that's some of the disconnect. But I did recently buy USB-C to USB-C cords, so I was gonna give it a go. But really, I was gonna just do it with the new setup. I just bought a new one. You know what I mean? See if I can get that one working. You know what I mean? So that's how
Right.
I was gonna try to troubleshoot just to see, and hopefully I could get. I will try to solve that problem though of not having it, because I think the headphone thing, that's not how this is supposed to be connected to the MacBook. It must be the USB-C. It must be how it's. That has to be how it's. I just did it that way because hey, it worked, and I was tired of fucking shit not working. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just
I
made it
feel
happen. You
you.
know what I'm saying? But this
Can't
probably
blame you.
there's got to be a better way to do it for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
With that shit. But yeah. With that, I'm gonna move on. It's a shame you couldn't hear it because it was lit. It was lit. Uh, uh, next one here. Next one here. Yeah, Trump for president. Trump for president, man. I guess we already gave up how we felt about that. You know what I mean? That we would definitely not mind having Trump for president. You know what I mean? I know a girl or two that I used to talk to that would basically be said that's like me like saying the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? Like be like she was such a
Yeah,
liberal.
but you know
She's such
what,
a liberal.
right? If you heard them out as to why they feel that way, I promise you it would not make sense. I promise you.
But yeah, how do you think about this? Hang on. Is there any audio? No audio? No?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, they're not. It's not hearing anything. But anyway, it's talk about the satellites. You know, they're making it seem like it's not his fault that y'all didn't. Yeah, they making it seem like he stopped y'all from. That's not, come on, that's not what I'm trying to. They're making it seem like he stopped them from launching their own satellites. Like
I
nigga,
just want to say when you play the Instagram videos, I hear it, no problem.
I know the Instagram videos you hear you can hear. I just don't know why it's not. I mean, really, it should have played those two. Wait a minute. No, really, yeah, really. That clip I played should have played it too, because But I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like I said, I need my devices to really talk to each other how they're supposed to. You know what I mean? But Apple doesn't make an audio interface, or Apple doesn't make a designated camera. Like I wish. Like I don't know why they don't. I don't know. Like it's
because
funny.
they're literally just in it for the money, bro.
I wish they would just make a fucking camera. Like
there's not enough money for them to be made out of that. Otherwise, they would make it, or there's not enough people that would buy it that would make them enough money.
Like because the ecosystem for the content creator. You know what I'm hoping that they do, because they're supposed to do this because this is they just put Final Cut Pro on the iPads, right? And the iPad Pros have always had pretty good cameras. Still, the camera on the iPad Pro is not as good as the camera on the iPhone 14 Pro. Not as good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they've been pretty good. But this is the first time they had pro level software on an iPad that because Final Cut Pro is like the same shit I'm using over here. So on this MacBook. So I say that to say there's rumors that with the next iPad Pro that they come out with, you know what I mean? Since this is gonna be the first one they put out after having, they want to make that workflow of having a really good camera, editing it on the exact device you shot it on, and then posting it from that same device. You know what I mean? Because that's like the simplest workflow you could ever hope to have. You know, I pretty much, you know what I mean? Except that the iPad's camera isn't quite good enough. You know what I mean? And there's a couple other things they need to work on in the internals. You know what I mean? But like, but that would be dope.
The main problem with the iPhone cameras, though, is they need to find a way to make them more flush with the device.
They
I don't
can't.
know how they'll do that.
The only way they do that is to
the
make
device bigger.
thicker. Exactly, it's the only way.
But the problem is I've met 3 people already that have managed to break the camera. Like, not anything else. Like, they dropped it and the camera broke. You know? And that was like, they tried to get it repaired and it was like the price of the phone, you know?
Wow.
So, yeah, you know, Apple's pretty notorious for making some flimsy devices, but that whole camera situation bugs, even though it's obviously the best out right now, besides the Samsung Zoom thing that they don't have figured out yet. But I'm sure that's more related to trademarks than anything else.
Ooh, I like the downloading information. I'm glad I found this. I'm glad I found this. Well, when I'm not, when I'm
God created two
I'm gonna tell you right now, though.
Stop. Yeah, I know what I already know what you're gonna say. Just don't say.
It doesn't have videos, bro. It's not gonna. It's gonna give you all your bio and your previous emails and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, it doesn't have videos?
No, it's literally just going to give you every bio you've ever had, every username you've ever had, every like you've ever done, every tag you've ever had, but it's not going to give you any videos or any images or anything like that. It's all going to be text files.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
So I still gotta go like manually screen record my shit if I want to go get it.
To be honest, bro, you can go online and there are programs that you can get that directly download videos.
That's cool.
But you see, look, you see, about account history, your bio, the website in your bio again. Like, dude, I don't care about any of that stuff. Why would I download that? You know?
That's not.
So I tried to tell you that a while ago, but you know, I wasn't for sure, so I couldn't really argue to the ground about it. But yep, there it is.
But yeah, apparently, I'm gonna read the thing on it because it's really Elon Musk has become the most dominant player in space, amassing power over strategically significant field of satellite internet, increasingly worrying militaries and political leaders around the world. Today, more than 4,500 of Musk's Starlink satellites are in the skies, accounting for more than half of all active satellites. They communicate with terminals on Earth so they can high-speed internet to nearly every corner of the planet. Starlink is often the only way to get internet in the most remote areas, including war zones like the Ukraine, and it was used for coordinating drone strikes and intelligence gathering. But Musk's near total control of the satellite internet has raised global alarms. Musk alone can decide to shut down Starlink internet access for a customer or a country. He has restricted access multiple times during the Ukraine war, and at one point was denying Ukraine's request to turn it on near Crimea. They said, without Starlink, we cannot fly, we cannot communicate, said one Ukrainian deputy commander. The technology found in the fields and villages and mounted on the vehicles. But my question is this. So it's not like Elon Musk bought all the satellites. It's not like Elon Musk stopped y'all from launching your satellites. Elon Musk just launched his own satellites and creators, and now
Well, you know why,
just
bro?
because hold on,
People
just
gave up on space.
hold
They
on, hold on,
did. They
just
literally gave up on space, and he
just
loves space.
just because your country didn't make satellite, just because you like no one else did it and it doesn't exist. Now, just because Elon did it and his exists, you're like blaming him for not letting you use it as if he's causing your lives to end. When if he didn't do it, it wouldn't exist. There's no competition. It's not his fault. Like, what the fuck? That's like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, just because I did it, now y'all feel obligated to be able to use it. It's mine. If I want to be a superhero with all of my satellites covering the whole world that I created a company and I launched myself, they're mine. I don't have to let no one else on the whole planet use my satellites. It's just
I
mine.
just want to say,
what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
The only reason why I can feel out some people feeling sketched
And if
out
you want to
about
use
stuff
it,
like
you
this,
gotta pay me, buddy, lots of money. What are you
but
just
yeah,
mine?
Elon is a little bit off the hinges, man. You got to understand that. All right.
It's
So
my
if
thing. I
you
paid for. It's mine. I built
okay,
it.
all right, hold on. Everybody heard that already. Let me explain. Okay. Very recently, when he took over Twitter and he changed it to X, right? He started rebranding a lot of things, like a lot of the main Twitter pages and stuff that were, I don't know how to say, like the @support page and like the live page and like the updates page and the blog page, all the pages for Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And what he did is he literally just started going around Twitter and taking usernames from people that have had them since Twitter launched. Like he took the username X from the guy that had it so that he could put it on the Twitter page. Didn't give him anything at all. Just took it from him. Didn't even ask. Then he did it with the username Music. Then he did it with the username Live. And all of these people are coming out and making viral posts saying, Elon never offered me anything. He literally just changed my handle one day and then I was fucked. And then there are people replying saying, hey, but it's his platform. Hey, but it's his stuff. But at the same time, he's literally just walking around and saying, ooh, I like that. Take. Ooh, I like that. Take. Instead of like, come on, you're the richest guy in the world. Give the guy fucking, $1,000 or something. Like,
all right, fair enough.
So he's just a little too reckless in a lot of different ways. And for a guy like that to have this kind of power, I'll be the first person to say it. It's scary. But only because, well, I'm not even going to say only because it's him. Anybody, any single person with that kind of power is scary. Because no matter how good somebody is, there's always bad in them. There's bad in you,
of course,
Carl.
Of course, there's bad in me. Of course.
There was bad in Jesus Christ, and anybody that doesn't believe that is delusional. Okay, Jesus sinned. But the problem here is that one person having that much power is definitely scary. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how nice you are, it doesn't matter how poor, rich, black, white, tall, short, fat, skinny. None of that matters. Any individual on the planet having that much control is scary. So I feel it, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter that much to me. I don't use anything Starlink related. However, when I was in the middle of nowhere, especially in Montana, in Glacier National Park, a lot of people were telling me that they use Starlink to be able to make phone calls and stuff like that. The rafting people, they're like, when you're rafting or whatever, there's like companies that will like take photos of you and stuff, and they instantly upload them with Starlink. So when you get off the raft, they're selling the pictures to you immediately.
Yeah.
So they do a great job at giving people internet access in places where you normally wouldn't be able to. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, I'll be the first to say it's a little scary, Elon having all that power.
But yeah, I hear Kanye with no one man should have. But the thing is, he fought for it. He built the company. He made the money to buy
He
Twitter.
did make his way there, so
he made his way there.
More
right?
power to him. But
did
at the
Elon
same
Musk
time,
have a rich daddy somewhere? Did he have a rich daddy that gave? You know what I'm saying? Not that
I'm not
never
really sure, honestly. I didn't really look into much about Elon.
But but the thing is, like, where's his competition? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else wanted to Why they all gave up on space? No one wanted to go build rockets, huh? Only the guy with them. Like I I get it to be wary of him. And sure, he does shitty things, and he's not a perfect person. I'm sure he's not. No one is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what he says. He has never inherited anything ever from anyone, nor has anyone given me a large financial gift. So that's what he says.
Yeah.
I grew up in a lower, transitioning to an upper middle income situation, but did not have a happy childhood. Elon Musk says his father never supported him in any meaningful way. Wow. Well, my dad never supported me, and I had a not happy childhood in a lower transitioning to upper middle class. So while hopefully I'm the next guy to own all the satellites and have a big social media platform that I could play Legos with.
Yep. One day.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I gotta get to work, man. But I appreciate you coming through this week. Man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You can't hear the music, can you? This time you can't hear me. Well, you know what, motherfucker? I got something for that ass. All right.
I got something for that ass. Just the two of us.
Take that, motherfucker.
We try, just the two of us.
Man, I gotta give it the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Can you hear that?
Is there anything I'd like to say to the people?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear it. First, I'd just like to say a quick shout out to @WildBillWellness on Instagram. He's the man I met in Montana. He's got a podcast. I'll wind up probably sharing it next week. I'll pull up the video or something. We'll be there in person. By the way, people, next week will be an in real life, probably the first one ever on the CharlieGtv Podcast.
It's part of the reason why I had to pull the trigger on getting the mic so we could have two mics in real life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had another mic for you to talk into. You know what I mean?
Right. So look forward to that. That's coming up. But anything else I have to say? Man, just get out there and do it. Yeah. I don't even know how else to say it. Don't underestimate yourself. You'd be surprised how much the human body can accomplish. So just get out there and kick life's ass.
It's gonna be amazing. Y'all. And as always, look, there's a lot of places your ears could be. I'm honored they chose to be with me. When in doubt, use calm honesty to express your vision. And most of all, thanks for listening.
See y'all next week in person.